Hello, everybody. Welcome to the mid-holiday show, our 12th show. We made it. We did it, everybody. Whole year. Welcome to what's left of us D&D live play stream. Here we, as a group of people, play a game called Dungeons and Dragons. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I'm not certain, but we'll find out at some point today. We normally stream once a month, on the last Friday of every month, from 2 p.m. EST until whenever we finish, usually around 4:30, 5ish. And after that, our VODs of the video will be found on our YouTube page, and which is hopefully what you're watching on right now, or our Twitch page, which is hopefully also what you're watching on right now. Don't tell Bezos. And everything else is done after the fact. And if you want to see anything more on that sort of content, you can of course join. Honestly, I think any of our Discords at this point, but my Discord is the primary one for that, and I think Star also has a thing on her Discord specifically for what's left of us as well. So you can just
I've got a
join
channel.
us. Yeah, I mean, you should join all of our Discords anyway, because the world needs more little tight-knit communities in general.
We're cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. What else do we got here? In chat today, we have our lovely moderator, Sam. Pronouns in my bio. Say hi, everybody, to Sam. Sam will moderate chat, as mods tend to do, because I am good at the words today. And if you do something bad, Sam will punch you from the chat, and if you ask questions that need a direct answer, Sam can either find it for you real quick or will relegate it to later. Speaking of questions, right after the stream, we do a stay on the line, because we do our couch chat, where we sit on a metaphorical couch and answer your not metaphorical questions. So make sure you have any questions regarding the game or past games or something like that, and get them ready for the end of the stream after the play itself. Did I get everything? I'm pretty sure I did. Excellent. Recap time. Who remembers where we were?
We were fighting bandits.
You were fighting bandits.
We were about to. I don't think we started yet.
Volcano.
Had we not started yet? I don't remember.
I think he cut us
started
off right
initiative.
before we started.
Yeah,
We set some stuff on fire.
You did set some stuff on fire. And with that, I'm going to turn on the game sounds. There we are. All right, everybody.
Nobody rolled for initiative, did they?
Not yet. We're about to. Okay, so first off, last episode, the party came down the mountain from their harrowing fight with lava zombies and a search of the Doge's villa, and finding some finding some interesting tidbits of lore that they are now stuffed away for later. Upon reaching the town, they find that things are a little bit dire situation. It seems that the lava flows have gotten a little bit worse and have cut off the road to the north and the south, leaving only one way out, to the east. The problem is, there's a bunch of bandits demanding rights of passage, and they're not letting anyone through unless they pay. Of course, no one really has payment, because their town is about to be on fire. So, scrounging up that much money is going to be difficult. Your party decides that they're going to go and take a peek at these bandits and see what they can do, and take a peek they did. Let's head over to the map screen.
A peek with fire.
They peeked with fire, they did. Welcome to the map screen. Our party very carefully laid out a plan, and with some extremely good stealth checks on the part of at least our bard. Barbarian. They managed to sneak up and set things up properly for a nice little ambush, where they immediately killed two bandits and lit the whole barricade on fire. That's those bandits. They're very dead. They're on fire and dead. That's them.
In fuego.
They're dead.
Burrito was too spicy.
Barbarian. The burrito was way too spicy. They died immediately. However, the stealth attack was indeed spotted, and now the barbarians know where you are. Bandits. See, I had barbarians stuck in my head from Mount Girther. And so now you're getting ready for a fight, and that means we're going to have to roll for initiative. All right, folks. Let me get everyone on the board here, and then we can roll for
First
initiative.
roll
Don't tell
of
me
the
immediately,
day.
just
First
roll,
roll
and I will
of the
ask for your
day.
rolls when I get it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, that's all of you. And then all of these bandits are gonna be here. Okay. Donk, donk, donk.
Oh, cool.
You. There we go. Okay. Now, I have to roll for the bandits. Where are my dice? My dice are downstairs. Wait, I have one juicy. My DM dice, made of walnut.
Ooh.
It's a gift from a friend, and I am going to use that instead. So 1 second.
Real dice. Wow.
Okay. All right. 25 to 20. Nobody, huh? Oh no, I think one of the bandits may go first. Hold on. There we go.
Bring them out. We will take them out one by one.
Let me double check here. Yeah, one of the bandits does go first. Okay. 20 to 15.
15.
15?
Yeet.
Unfortunate. Okay. 15 to 10. Oh no. 10 to 5?
You guys!
10 to 5?
7.
I got a
7.
9, 7. Who had 8?
Me.
Okay. Okay. That's Vernon,
My new
Malbus,
dice failed me.
Arthur, and Tim.
4.
4, huh?
Oh,
Okay,
that's
well,
fine.
I rolled a
You are not-
1.
you are not the last, but several of these bandits are gonna go before Maldris and Rathgirther at least.
Oh,
I think it was these
no.
three right
Awesome.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
Awesome.
Did they see them yet? Because I know they see me.
They saw you specifically. I believe the others were still in hiding.
Yeah.
So
Because they saw the firebolt that originated from me. So if anything, they should be running
Correct.
over towards me.
yes. So the apparent
I-
leader, this large bugbear with a giant crossbow, he just dodged out of the way of the explosion, and he is going to hold on just a half a second, and he's going to spend his turn scanning around because he believes something is up.
Yeah, there was a volcano erupting.
Yeah, oh man, that's weird. Can I get stealth checks from Tim, Maldris, and Rathgirther, please?
Come on, come on,
Much
come on.
better. That is a 22 for Tim.
Let's
There you
go.
go.
11.
11?
Do I try the same dice?
I don't know.
Follow your heart. What does your heart tell you?
My heart tells me this one hates me. Not bad. With my plus, it's an 18.
18? All right. He
I'm
looks
a
really hard,
Stealthy person.
and he spends his turn basically looking. And all you notice is that the flap of Rathgirther's cape happens to catch his eye from around that tree,
Ow!
and he knows someone is there now.
I feel like there's some Edna mode reference to make here.
No
No
pipes.
Capes.
All right, next person is this Kenku on the side was the one who actually ended up spotting Emery, and so he's going to dive over to this embankment, and he's going to try and take a shot, I believe. How far away are you from?
In the bushes. Does
You
that count as
are in the
cover?
bushes. Also, you're past his other his effective his really effective range. He can absolutely hit you from there, but it's not great. So he's gonna roll disadvantage, and you get a +2 to your AC because you are in cover, light cover specifically.
17.
So you got a 17. I gotta beat a 17, huh? With disadvantage even.
Mhm,
Oh, well,
good
that's
fucking
good
luck.
for you. That's very good news for you. He rolled a 5. So he takes out his crossbow and shoots, and he misses wildly. Speaking of which, it is now your turn, Emery.
Firebolt! That's what got me into this mess, and I'm just gonna keep shooting pot shots.
Gotcha. Where's your target?
The rogue who just shot at me.
Okay, right
And
click
the
on
range
him
of the
and
100
hit the attack
the
button
range of
for
the
me.
Okay. What's the attack button? Oh, right click.
Attack. Go ahead with
Green
the missile.
laser.
Go for
You're
it.
trying to
Yeah.
attack the Raven.
No, you can roll. I just wanted this for flavor.
Pew, pew. Oh, sick. Okay, roll to hit. Oh, that's a 22.
Oh, okay, yeah, you hit him.
And that's 8 damage.
8 damage. Hold on, I'm gonna turn down the game sounds just a little loud. There we go. Sorry, 8 damage.
8 damage.
8 damage, huh? You get him real good in his shoulder and stuff. There you go. We'll keep that for now, just to remind you he's got 8 damage on him. Anything else you would like to do? You still have your movement, all this other stuff?
Yeah. I don't know. I want to stay in my bushes. I feel safe in my bushes.
Gotcha. Just
I want to
stay
stay in my
there.
cover.
There you go. For anyone wanting to know,
I mean the bush.
she is there. She is hiding. You can tell from the little bit of fire on her sword.
I am hiding. I mean the bushes.
All right, next up is actually Vernon.
Okay, let's see. So I would like to use thaumaturgy, but I just want to see that's not going to really do me a whole lot of good. So
In the bushes.
yeah, I was going to say we're in the bushes, so
What
we
are you
can't
doing?
really do anything like that. But because I don't want to, I want to kind of draw attention away from Emery. So I think I might. I know it's kind of hard to do since she just like, yeah, but let's see. Actually, instead, I am going to do. Is that 120 feet? Let's see. That's not the correct button. That's probably no. That's
Sure.
that's.
I mean, it works. It's just it makes a bubble instead. The
Yeah.
the line tool is there too. It's number 2 on your rulers.
Oh, number 2. I see. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually going to do an Eldritch Blast. If that
Eldritch Blast? Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Eldritch Blast. So let's do the shot there. Whoops, I pressed the button, but I just clicked on the spell instead. Let's see. I got a 9.
A 9. No, unfortunately, that does not hit. He ducks behind the embankment as your blast whispers over his head.
What does your Eldritch Blast look like?
That's true.
Brave.
Yeah.
Crabs, just a line of crabs.
That's a very good question. Yeah, it's kind of like when you're playing Rocket League and you press the turbo button and you get like just a whole bunch of lobsters going behind you, or crabs in
Rad.
this situation, you know. But no, actually, it would probably be something. It's probably just like a. No, I'm just gonna go with the crab. It looks like a crab.
It looks like a
It's like a
crab.
machine gun of crabs.
Like a
You know what?
spectral, like
Or
a
like-
single spectral
Yeah,
crab,
I'm thinking
or
like
like
neon cat,
Yeah.
but it's a crab.
Has anyone
Actually,
said
crab.
Eldritch crab yet? Has anyone? Has it been?
I
said?
thought about it, but I wasn't
Right.
sure that was a strong enough. If you believe in it, though, then
I do.
Right.
Okay.
DM petition to change the music to Crab Rave.
Oh, I could. I'll have to dig out the crab rave music for when Vernon does something specifically interesting. We'll have to try that. Okay, so is that all you're gonna do, Vernon?
Get in the bushes. Get in the bushes.
Yeah, I was gonna say then he just tries to jump in the bushes and you know.
You can,
Yeah.
You're perched on top of it. I'll catch
Hide.
you as being in the bushes too, so it'll
Okay.
be fine. That way you don't lose your full cast character
It makes
underneath there.
perfect sense.
Yeah, that's what happened to me,
Yeah.
and now I'm probably stuck in there again.
He's the
Okay.
one crab trying to get out of the bucket.
Right, yeah. All right, so that means the next one is one of these bandits over here. His boss tips him off to something over there, and he's going to take aim at where Rathgurther is. Now, Rathgurther, you are actually behind, like, full cover. There's a huge stump in front of you. So you're going to get +4 to your AC for this.
Okay.
Let me see this. Let's see. And I imagine that means, what am I doing with my life? Come on. Right there. Far away is that again? Oh, Jesus. Well, that's past his range, too. Well, he's going to roll with this with disadvantage as well. Well, that's good. And it's good for that. So he would have hit you. However, he also rolled a 3. So just an arrow smacks into the cover in front of you. And you know you are being targeted. The next one of these guys, he decides to take off back in the direction they would have come from, and he is, I believe, he is already off the board with that. He's gonna
Void.
dash 60 feet. So yeah, he disappears into the smoky distance. And now it's this little guy's turn, and he is going to, let's see, where is he gonna head to? I believe he is also going to dash. I need you to go. Aha, over here. That makes sense.
Dash away, all.
Hua! So this Kanku wraps around the corner and hides himself behind this ear. And you lose sight of him. Yeah, you lose sight of him. Maldris, it's your turn.
Oh no. Is there anybody that I can see?
Yeah.
That guy that like the little straggler that's out there?
You can see, you can technically see all of them, but most of them are behind cover in some way or another, or are almost fully obscured by flames. So yeah, the only one you can really see is that one that got smoked by a quick little fire blast from Emery.
How do I do the measurement? It's the M tool?
It's M tool, and then you have various versions of it. Yeah. Yes.
Whoops. Oh, he's 70 feet away from me?
He is 70 feet away from
Ish.
you. Yeah.
Oh, what's my range? It's like 60, isn't it?
If you want to throw your dagger.
Yeah.
Let's see, I have to double check your dagger is
Yeah, it's 60.
60 at max, yeah. So you could run forward 10, throw it, and then run backwards into cover another 20 if you want. That's something you could easily do.
Oh, yeah. That sounds good. Let's see. Get my measurement-y tool out again. Oh, what am I doing?
Here, how about this? I'll
Here we go.
measure that out for you. So you can. There is the 10 feet is right there.
Okay. So, approximately here?
And we'll say that's within max range. The problem, okay, so at max range, you have to throw with disadvantage, which means you roll 2d20 and you pick the lowest.
Well, I'm going to try it anyway.
Oh, wait, you were hidden, right? He didn't notice you before. Because you were
Yeah, I was 18.
Right, so you would
So he
have
doesn't
gotten
see me?
advantage for that, which cancels out the disadvantage. So you just roll
So
one
it's
dice.
just regular.
Yes.
Let's try the other dice this time and see what happens. Well, it's an 11
Oh no. Okay.
plus 6.
Oh, okay. Well, that works. You hit him. What's your damage?
It's 1d4 plus 4.
Hell yes.
Let's try this one and see if it doesn't fail me. It is a 2, so 6.
6 damage.
Yes.
You throw your dagger of returning.
Yes.
Out to this rogue who is in the minute looking over the embankment and hiding from a blast that came from Vernon. And as he ducks behind the blast, your knife, which was calculated to hit him as he ducked, hits him square in the face and he's dead. Your knife returns to your hand afterwards.
Rip.
He dead. He a dead man. You now have
Life comes at
20
you
more
fast.
feet of movement that you can use to get the hell out of dodge. That could put you behind this log if you wish, or you could go back to the log you were, or I believe you might get almost to that log behind you.
I think I just want to stick near Tim Tam, so just back to where I was, basically.
Okay. You are technically going to be taking up the same space, which you can do because Tim is so tiny. But for the purposes of just making sure you're not literally merging into each other, I'll put you right behind it.
Okay.
Next up is the mighty Rathgurther. Flames abound. You are getting shot at.
How far away are they?
They are
Whereabouts?
currently about 80 feet from you, I believe. Let me see.
80
The closest is the bandit leader's 82 feet. All the archers are 82 to 89 feet, and the other side is 80 feet exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to run. What's my exact movement speed? I have 30 feet, so I'm going to run close to them.
Excellent.
Let me get as close as I can get. I don't know how to Tailspire, how to move a certain amount.
If you use the arrow keys, you will move in 5-foot increments.
Okay. One,
However,
2,
30 feet from you is
3.
right here.
Right here.
Yes.
Okay. And to the closest guy.
Which is currently... actually, I think it's the bandit leader. Yeah, 47 versus 46. It's a 6-1 after that. There you are.
I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Ooh.
Yes.
And I tell him, you you cowardly knave, come and fight us instead of hiding behind flames like cowards. And they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Wisdom saving throw. Hiya. What's the DC?
12.
12. He gets a 17. However, you did issue a verbal challenge, so that is something.
Yeah, he's probably pretty pissed off at least.
I mean, yeah. You set 2 of his dudes on fire.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's it for old Rathgirth.
Beautiful. Tim.
Yes.
There's
So,
fire. 2 people are dead. 3 people are dead, actually.
so this is all very exciting. And there's a thing that Tim has read about in books that all of the like coolest people do when they're in big fights and there's like walls and stuff. And she has lots of like little jars of grease and oil, as you have with, you know, when you're working with machines. I would like to spend my action making a Molotov cocktail.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay, so if you have a spell that could mimic the Molotov cocktail, I could tell you could just cast it. But if you would rather make like an actual bomb-ish device, then that's, yeah.
Because what I want to do with my next turn is I want to cast Catapult, and I want to catapult the Molotov cocktail to like both do the catapult damage and the explosion of the Molotov cocktail damage.
Then why don't you give me an intelligence check for me while you're making this Molotov cocktail.
Intelligence.
Just roll a d20 and
no.
add your intelligence. What'd you get, buddy?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1 and you got a plus 40 your intelligence, so that's a 5 in total. Okay. You get out a bottle, you put some grease into it.
Is it gonna explode on me?
No, you don't. Like, listen, you're right. You sloshed it around a little bit. You're not sure you got the mixture right. You take out something that you're going to use for a wick. You like tear a little bit off your tunic or something, and you stick it in there, and the tunic falls all the way in. And now there's no wick. You got a bottle full of grease. You just got nothing to ignite it with, really.
Yeah, you've made a dangerous bottle.
Yeah, you made a dangerous bottle.
All bottles are dangerous bottles if you have a good enough imagination.
And inspiring quotes from Tim Tam.
Can I
You get inspiration for that?
Can I use my bonus action to try and fix the wick?
If you want to use your whole your bonus action too, yeah, try to go ahead and fix the wicks. Absolutely. Yeah.
Can I? What is that? Like sleight of hand?
I think I would just
Or
say
another
it would be
intelligence.
I think it'd just be another intelligence check, just because you're crafting something still, right?
Okay.
I believe you are a very smart girl.
I rolled a 2.
You rolled 2 this time. Okay. So you get out another piece of fabric. You're like, okay, well that was a fluke. You get another piece of fabric and you put it in. Same thing happens. So now you've got.
My fingers are too slippery now.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You're all, and at this point, yeah, you're a little bit covered in the grease. So yeah, that's your
awesome.
whole turn, unfortunately.
I guess it is.
Yeah.
Well, I still have a bottle of grease. If I throw it near the fire, it will still
could. Yeah.
theoretically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's my turn.
Yeah. But I think Emery's probably right. I'm gonna give you an inspiration for trying something cool at the very least.
Thank you. Story of Tim's life.
Right. Let's see here. This rogue here sees the mighty Rathgirther climbing the battlements, and decides to stay. Let's see here. It's going to. I think he's going to dash as well. I think. Oh, he can't quite make it. Can he? Oh no, he can. Never mind. I'm dumb. He's just going to dive into these bushes. It's bush time over here. Time for bushes. And that's his whole turn. This bandit over here, which one? This one? This one. Bang. He's going to go ahead and take a shot at Maldrus because he knows Maldrus is there. But obviously, Maldrus, you're back behind heavy cover. You get a +4 to your AC, which probably makes you the most AC person that ever AC'd. Yeah, you have an 18 AC right now. Check here. This guy's got a longer range weapon, so he can absolutely hit you from there. But he rolled a 4. So again, it thuds into the tree right in front of you and Tim, while Tim's trying to make this bottle. The last bandit right here is going to, he's like, there's definitely somebody over in those bushes, but I don't want to go alone. So he's going to take out a sling, and he's going to try and shoot into the bushes. He doesn't know exactly where you are. So he's going to roll on disadvantage, and he still gets, let's see here. Does a 14 hit you, Emery?
With the +2 from partial cover, absolutely not.
Bingo. Okay, so yes, a rock comes thudding into the bushes, but it doesn't hit you. We are back at the top of the round again. The bugbear. Okay, the bugbear doesn't look very scared, Rathgirther, but he does decide to accept your challenge. He grumbles something to his compatriots and begins to move out your direction. How far can he go? Can he get right to you? He cannot get right to you. He's
Good.
going to move.
I wanted him to come to me. Yes.
Yes. He's going to move 30 feet forward. I believe that's
Is
his.
he able to get around the fire, or is that?
Yeah, he picks his way very carefully around the fire. Because he's not rushing, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And he is going to bash his. I don't want that. What is going on? There we go. He's gonna bash his big scimitar on his shield, just in clear challenge, and he's gonna hold his position. Emery, you are in bush.
I'm in bush. More firebolt. Next one closest to me. The
Gotcha.
one with the shield.
Is it safe to, or are you like sticking your hand
I just
out?
kind of like sticking my hand out and go.
This guy is 83 feet away. I believe
The range is
firebolt was 120.
I can fire pot shots at these punks all day.
Go for it.
Oh, well, that's only an 8.
No, an 8 does not hit him. They're also, you notice now that they're staying behind the barricades, being smart about it, that you realize they probably have better cover there.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm staying in my bushes. I feel comfortable and safe in my bushes.
Bush. Very well.
Although, can I make it to hard cover? If I, oh god, I'm touching shit.
That's okay.
Where am I?
From where you are to the nearest hard cover, it is 40, about 50 feet actually.
Yeah, I'll do that if it gets too hairy, but I'm gonna stay in my bush for now.
Roger that. Vernon.
Okay. So I
You
don't
are also in bush.
believe- Yeah. I'm just like, how far away am I? Okay, so I'm like, I would.
You're also about 50 feet from any solid cover, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to use one of my spells to like cast like a sound or something like that over in that direction, but that's only 30 feet, and I don't think that would work there. So instead, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to I think I want to try to move myself out of the bush and go this way so that they have to focus on both of us like in different times. And
which way would
even
you like
though
to
I'm
go?
going
Sorry.
towards the I'm sorry, like over this way. This way.
That way,
Like out
towards the
towards
lava.
the volcano.
Gotcha.
Yeah, towards
Alright.
the lava.
Gotcha.
Could be bad idea. Could be terrible, bad idea, but that
Could
way,
be great
at
idea
least,
though. Listen, every
could be great
entrepreneur
idea,
has to
yeah.
start with some idea.
It is true. This is a huge bush. Wow.
Mhm. It is a big bush.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. It was just my
Yeah,
ankle.
The community will get
Okay,
on that, I'm sure.
Coming soon to TikTok near you. Let's see. And then I'm right here. I'm gonna try my Eldritch Blast
it.
again, even though it's not really
Yeah.
that interesting, like as of a thing. But I'm gonna throw.
He's not
I've
really in
decided that,
cover
like,
here,
my-
so
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, Eldritch Blast, is that just a beam of light, or could it be like an object? Because if it could be like an object,
whatever you like. Yeah.
okay. In that case, I want it to be shaped like a little crab with like a grenade coming out, or like a wick coming out of it. So I'm like throwing a hand grenade basically that's shaped
Oh,
like a crab.
cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
cool. It's like a little cartoon crab too. So
Right.
all right, we're gonna try that. And
Everything reverts to crab, including
an 8.
bombs. You got a what?
I got an 8.
An 8. That's unfortunately not going to hit as well. You can see again, it smacks into the ground in front of him, and it does a little dance and explodes. But that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just doing suppressive fire.
Yep. Let's see here. It is this bandit's turn. This bandit, seeing the leader going to do something interesting, is going to attempt a distance shot at Maldris, who is quite a bit beyond their range, so they're going to have to roll a disadvantage. Once again, you get
My 18 AC.
Yep. Oh, well, that's not going to work. Yeah, he rolled an 8 and a 1, so that was really bad. So that's his turn. Who's this? Ah, that's right. This guy. This guy's going to dash again. Let's see here. Can I get all the way across? I think he's really gonna just... Yeah, he's just gonna run. He's just gonna hoof it. So he's gonna go 60 feet this way. And now he can see the both of you. But he can't do anything about it. Maldris, it's your turn.
Wait, who's this? Is that a bandit? I wasn't watching.
That is, if it's not one of
The
you,
guy-
then it's a bandit. You can safely assume at the moment.
Okay. Well,
Probably not what you're in town, though.
I don't like him. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to chuck my returning dagger at him.
Go for it.
Maybe try getting to know him before you decide you don't like.
He could be cool. He could be coming in for a hug. Nobody moves that fast unless they're coming in for either a hug or a stab.
So that's a 25.
That
To
hits.
hit.
Mm-hmm.
And for damage, that is a 7.
That is a 7, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so because you probably didn't know this, as a rogue, you can use your bonus action if you don't move to give yourself advantage, so you could apply sneak attack onto this. I
Okay.
normally would let you go without doing that, but again, you're kind of new to this whole thing, and that's a new ability aside from that too. So if you wanted to, you could say you steadied yourself beforehand and gave yourself advantage on this.
Okay, so my attack would be what? The 2d6 then?
No, it would be well, first of all, you'd roll another d20 to see if you got a crit, which would double all your dice again anyway. And then if you didn't, you still get your sneak attack, which you would add the 2d6 onto the end of the whatever damage you just did.
No. Okay, it's a 17.
Okay.
So I add 2d6.
Yeah, onto what was the damage before that again?
7.
7. Okay, so yeah, add 2d6 to that.
Oh, he's fucked, hopefully. That's 4.
That's 4.
Well, he's not super fucked.
Where's my? He's not. Yeah, he's
kind
not
of
super
fucked.
fucked. He's just a little fucked. 4 onto 7 is 11.
Yes.
Yeah, I have an engineering diploma. Okay, so You throw your knife out again. You hear somebody sprinting from the bushes near you. You turn around, see this guy running full tilt, this Kenku with like a knife out. He's getting ready to get behind you. You whip around, you throw your knife, it lands smack dab in his throat, and he is dead.
Oh,
They
hell
have
yeah.
exactly 11 hit points. That was a pretty good roll.
Wow, that was some like that was really cool. Thank you for saving me.
Mal's just gonna like shrug.
Tim thinks you are like the
The
coolest.
coolest.
Also a little bit scary, but like
Like a bunch of
very cool.
sparks flying in your direction, and you just like your cloak is whipping back, and oh yeah. Rathgurther, your challenger has approached.
Coming in right at him with a longsword, baby.
As soon as you get in close, his held action comes off, and he is going to take 2 strikes at you.
Right.
Let's see. The first one is not going to hit you. The second one is also not going to hit you. You have
Nice.
intimidated him with your rush. It is your
Okay.
turn, specifically.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Eat him.
6 slashing damage.
6 slashing damage, huh?
And I think. Do I retain it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the end of my turn, and I tell him, that's how you hit someone with a sword.
Oh. I'll roll a little bit for psychic damage there. 1 second. That's.
What am I rolling?
I thought you already did the vicious mockery. Let's pass on to Tim's turn.
oh gosh, okay. So I don't know what I want to do. So the thing is, if I wanted to get the guys on the left, I would have to move because catapult only has a range of 60 feet.
Right.
No, wait, no, never mind. The range for choosing an object is 60 feet. The object flies in 90 feet. Okay, perfect.
Well, then there you
Then
go.
what I'm going to do
Mhm.
is, from where I'm at, I'm
Yep.
just going to poke my head out from the side of the stump tree that I'm behind.
Yep.
And I'm going to throw my Molotov. I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to use the power of imagination to cast catapult
Mm-hmm.
on this rustic Molotov cocktail. And I would like to throw it. I don't know where I want to throw it. So 90 feet, I can get pretty much anywhere. I
Ooh.
think that I want to throw it at this guy.
Okay.
And, well, is he behind cover for me?
He is. Yeah. To be fair, everyone
Then
is
I-
behind cover for you. But for instance, the 2 that are closer to you are behind light cover, which will only give them a +2. These guys are behind something so large it would give them a +4.
Well, it's a dex save, I guess, not an attack roll anyway.
For the catapult?
Mm-hmm.
No, true. You're right.
So then I think what I'm going to do is, aim for this guy and hope that it explodes and hits the other guy as well. So I'm going to hit
All right.
that one there.
All right. I'm going to say that if it does hit him, it will break apart into a 10-foot sphere. And if he
Okay.
manages to dodge it, I will decide where it lands along that path.
Okay. I'm going to aim for like lower rather than higher.
Mhm.
Because I want it in that area between
So
them.
does like a little
Um,
spectral catapult end up making itself right in front of you? And
Yes.
Then, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Made of like twigs and stuck together with like mud, and it's very cute.
I got that. Okay, so what's the dex save?
They need to make a dex 14 save.
14 save, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the first one definitely makes it. That's your target. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where along this line your bottle has ended up.
Okay.
What? That is the bottle. And now where along that line? That's any feet. I would like to roll a D100. That's not what I want. Ignore me. No. Roll, you fool. I wish to see. I'm asking for digital help. And of course my UI is freaking the hell out. One
Whoa.
moment. Okay, I have my answer. At 49 feet.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome. Okay.
At 49 feet, the bottle lands.
Yeah, let me just kill all of my friends, actually. That's...
And, yeah.
Oh no.
And it unfortunately breaks.
Cool. So they take 14 points of catapult damage plus whatever the Molotov
Well,
cocktail adds with fire
uh,
damage.
The bottle didn't hit them specifically, so they don't actually take the catapult damage. However, they are both
Okay.
sloshed with some oil, which unfortunately also touches
Gross.
the fire.
Cool.
And the fire immediately spreads in a big whoosh. Rathgurther, could you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Absolutely, I could.
Speaking of.
19.
Oh, nice. Rathgurther, you immediately dodge out of the range of this. Let me move you over to here. Let me see if your companion manages to do the same. He does not, and he is immediately lit on fire.
Good.
All right, so that was about that much. More
Breathgirther,
Way go.
the oil was probably either old cooking oil or like motor oil, basically. You can decide.
Either
Which one
way,
it
it
is.
smells delicious.
Let's see here. Let's roll that for the damage. Give me a second. Very unexpected on his part. He takes 10 damage from the sudden fire.
Wait, no!
Happy accidents. That's
He roars in
Happy little
surprise.
fireball.
Honestly, I don't know if he's wondering as to whether your sword stroke was so magnificent that it spread the flames or not. The bottle was very
Either way.
surprising.
I definitely believe it.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so that's Tim. Unless you want to move, Tim, that's your turn, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's all that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tuck back behind the thing and yeah, be irritated, but at least it got somebody.
They got the big guy.
Yeah.
This rogue in here, he didn't actually see his leader take up the challenge, and now he looks out from the bushes and sees, oh my god, my boss is on fire. So he's gonna leap out from the bushes about Tahirish, and he's gonna huck a knife in your direction, Rathgurther. Don't think he's gonna actually do well with it, but let's see. Does a 15 hit you?
A 15 hits.
Bingo. Let's do a little tiny bit of damage here. You take 5 points of damage as a dagger slams into your shoulder from the side.
Ha! It is my least favorite shoulder.
Very confused. This bandit is going to once again attempt to shoot at basically anybody who's behind that log. I think at this point it'll be Tim because Tim showed her head last. But of course, disadvantage for the range, and also you get a +4 because you're behind heavy cover. Tim, does an 18 hit you?
If I get a +4, then no.
Oh, there we go. I think because it's so close to the AC, what you see is a very well-placed bolt skid past the wood where your head was just out, and it splinters very terrifyingly.
Oh no! Maldrus, help!
This guy doesn't like the amount of fuego that's going on here, and he definitely sees a dude that just wanders out, and he goes, "You guys dress real fancy. He can't be a danger," and he's going to sprint out towards Vernon.
Oh no.
60 feet. Yeah, he's right there. He's making all sorts of noises. He's like, rabble, 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 rabble. Bar, 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 bar.
Rabble, rabble, rabble.
He intends to hamburgle us.
he's come to take all of our burgers. Somebody. The captain is on fire. He's going to step out of the fire very quickly and come up to you. He is going to take his action to put out the flames on himself. And he is going to use his bonus action to thump his chest and gain back a couple of hit points by using
he's got that second wind.
Second wind.
He's a fighter too. Get him.
Well, he doesn't get back very much.
How you chip, Fuego?
Yeah. Okay, it is now Emery's turn.
Well, this guy over here is messing with my freaking plans, because my original plan was I was gonna like take myself and just run over to like one of the stumps closest to me to try and get a little bit closer to where the rest of the action is happening. But I just remember that last time Vernon was in a fight, I had to save his ass because he got fucking messed up real bad. Oh my god.
Time is a flat circle.
Do you really want to play the last time we were in a fight card?
Hush. I saved all your ass last time. Except for that one time I stabbed you. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, you turned into a stellar event and vaporized a bunch of people.
With my swords, with my blender blades. How far is he away from me?
How far is he away from the bush?
Oh, there. As far as he away from my bush.
Here we go. I got it. Don't worry. He is 35 feet from you.
Okay, let me see what I can do to this fuck. Alright, well I can't... He's 30 feet away, so I can't rush him. Can I, like, use a free action to ask Vernon, who's like, hey, you got this guy?
I mean, yeah, you can converse for a quick second.
Vernon, you handle this asshole?
Yes. I think I can handle him.
Alright, in that case, I am dashing, using, like, my full movement, I am dashing over to this stump.
Gotcha.
Which I measured it's about 50 feet.
It is indeed, so you'll definitely reach there, no problem, because you can move, I believe, 30, so that's 60 on the dash.
Yeah. I'm stuck in the bushes.
Are you stuck in... If you zoom in now, it'll give you a cut through the bushes, incidentally.
Oh.
But I will drag you over.
Thank you. I got stuck in the bushes.
That's what happens when you play in the bushes. You get stuck there. Speaking of which, Vernon.
Okay.
Now that your friend dashes out of the cover and into some harder cover, there is a man coming towards you.
Yelling about burgers and such. Well, unfortunately for him, we only have seafood here.
Right.
Vernon is going to plant himself kind of like right here, right next to this.
Actually, Vernon, before you move, give me half a second. Yeah. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
A wisdom saving throw, of course. Hold on one moment.
Actually, hold on. Sorry, it's a charisma saving throw. I'm being dumb.
Charisma saving throw. Okay, let's see here. I got an 11. Why does the dice hate me?
That's unfortunate. Okay.
Oh, yeah. God.
The D&D Beyond dice just really don't like me.
I left him alone, and now he's gonna die.
So, Vernon,
Part of the plan.
you're standing there and you're looking at this guy coming towards you, and now that your friend is no longer immediately with you, it's sort of a weird thought. It's intrusive. It feels like it's your own brain, but it's not quite your own brain. You know, it's like, you know, those thoughts when you're standing on the edge of something and you think jump. It's like that.
Oh yeah, I know those thoughts very well. Yes.
Yeah. Oh dear lord. Unbidden to your mind,
Whoops,
Vernon.
that got dark,
Let's not unpack that at the moment. Let's looking at this guy rushing towards you. You realize the dream's okay so far, but you're a little hungry. You feel the need to rush towards him.
Okay. So, Vernon is going to give into that desire because, you know, why not?
Sure.
Interesting stuff, you know. So, I'm going to have him rush up about. Do I have to like go the full distance?
Yeah, I think you'd have to engage him in melee. Yeah, that's the
boy.
want. Yeah.
What if I get really close to him and I decide to use chill touch? Because I have a whole thing planned out for it, but like,
true.
If
it's true.
If that's...
yeah, why don't you go ahead and for right now, go ahead and use your chill touch.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Whoop. Again, this thing just hates me. I got an 11.
You got an 11 to hit, in total?
Yeah. Yeah. And then like I was gonna say it pops out of the ground and it's like a little pincer, like a little ghostly pincer that's like trying to grab onto him.
I think it doesn't work, but only because as you reach out your hand to cast, you realize your hand is already a pincer. I'm gonna have you activate your racial ability for me, please.
How do I do that?
Let's see here. There should be. That's not what I wanted.
Skills?
It should be under. I have to open up your page. Pardon me a minute. Return to crab.
Oh.
That's right. It's Vernon's time to get something spooky happen to him.
Death crab. Death crab. Death crab.
I believe. Let's see here. It should be an action. Or is it?
Where is it?
Yeah. Other. Okay. Maybe it is it might be under spells accidentally. Yes, it is. So don't worry about tagging anything, but go into your spells. You'll see in your at the very bottom on your at will area. It's not technically at will. There's special conditions that I have made for you.
Okay.
So this is what happens to you.
Oh boy.
And if you're not Vernon, what you see is Vernon standing there. And perhaps this is Emery looking over her shoulder just to make sure that Fancy Boy will be all right. And you see, it's almost like when Bruce Banner turns into the Hulk, he starts ripping through his clothing, and this big chitinous back spreads across him. His face reverts to this sort of chittering mouth parts, and he reaches out his hand as though he's going to cast something, but his claw extends. Vernon, can you roll me damage as though you melee attacked with a weapon or something?
Let's see, melee attack. Is that one in skills?
It'll be as if you made an unarmed attack, but with your current ability, you add an extra 2d12 force damage to it.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. So that's just a strength roll, right?
It would be, yeah.
I don't make many attacks, so
this isn't to hit. This is just to do damage.
Okay, so this. Oh, okay. Because I rolled a d20, I got a 9.
Dude, get different dice.
No, that's fine. Your unarmed strike.
Seriously.
It looks like your unarmed strike is just 2. So add 2d12 to that, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, okay. 2d12.
Damn.
D12. D12. Roll. All right, I got an 11.
You got an 11? Okay, so 11 plus the 12 plus the 2 is 13. In the act of you stretching out your hand to cast the spell, your pincer goes straight through his chest and he is dead, impaled on your hand.
Holy shit.
All right. Yes, it
What the
appears
fuck?
that he has become the turf in the surf and turf combo.
Right, yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
my god!
And so the only thing you're thinking is, yeah, that form feels a little better. This is a better dream now. And
Okay.
now it's someone else's turn. As I'm dropping that and leaving. As I move over here, this bandit is going to attempt to shoot at Zoe again. Again, disadvantage for the range and for +4 for being behind something. Oh, he rolled a 4. That's really unfortunate for him. And then he rolled a 2. That's real bad. These bandits are not having a good time. Maldris.
Yaha! How
you
many
see-
have died so far?
You see some sort of Cronenberg horror show happening on your right, and then on the left you see Rathgirther beating the tar out of some guy who was just on fire. So
Well, I'm gonna have the passing thought of thank God Vernon's on our side.
On our
And-
side for now.
Well, that's what we think. Or that's what Mal thinks at the moment. Vernon's on our side. But
Hasn't thought about why that he hasn't done this
not-
yet.
right.
not the big guy, but the guy next to him. I wanna take a shot at. How
Okay. I believe he is M2. He is what? He is a full 65 feet from you.
Okay, what if I jump to behind the other tree that's closer?
That is also fine. That is only that's only 15 feet from you, if that. So that'll put him within range of your dagger, and you'll still be in hard cover from him anyway.
Okay, let's do it.
Reach
Boop.
over here. There.
Oh, that means I need to attack. Hold on, my threads are everywhere. Okay. I'm gonna use the dice that didn't fail me. Nope.
What'd you roll, buddy?
It's a 2.
It's a 2. That's unfortunate. Yeah, your
But,
dagger
well-
goes whipping past him.
Plus my attack is still, I don't think it's, yeah, I don't think it hits.
Nah. Not on
It
a
would
2,
be
I'm
a
afraid.
plus
Your
5.
dagger goes whipping past him and then disappears in the bushes and reappears in your hands.
Well, fuck.
All right. Rathgirther. Your opponent is here. He is singed.
How's he looking?
He's looking okay. Not happy,
Okay.
but okay.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll just fucking attack this guy, but I'm going to attack two-handed.
Ooh, okay.
Nat 1.
That one. Okay.
My hubris. has
You go
been
for
my
your big
undoing.
overhand attack, and just like in any play you've ever been in your whole life, it's a big exaggerated overhanded attack, which he very easily just kind of like sidesteps and doesn't sell at all. Like,
Yeah.
it's a terrible scene partner. Is there anything else you can do? I think that's you might have some bonus action stuff, but I don't think so.
Mm,
I suppose you can give yourself inspiration.
I cannot. I do not have any bardic inspiration left.
Ah,
So I guess that's it.
roger that. Tim. Once again, you are also seeing like this is devolving pretty quickly. There's fire everywhere. Rathgirther seems to be winning pretty handily, except she just missed her big overhand. There are a couple more people here, and then obviously Ron seems to have turned into some sort of horrible nightmare creature.
Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't really want to cast another spell because I only have one spell slot left. But what I am going to do is... Fuck it. I am going to take... So you know how I can imbue objects with little like sensory effects? Well, one of my favorite things to do is imbue things to make them stinky.
Yeah.
And make them like real fucking stinky. So I'm going to take one of my stinky rocks out of my bag.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast catapult on it. And hopefully actually succeed this time.
Gotcha. Who are you aiming for?
I think the guy to the... Well, do I want to get one of the ones... No, yeah, I'm going to go for this guy here, because that's within 90 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Go
So a
for it.
dex save of 14, please.
Oh, he rolled kind of low. Where's his dex save? Not good. No, he failed it. You hit him.
Yes. All right, he takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and he now has a rock. I mean, he might not know that it is the rock that is causing it, but he is now surrounded by the smell of rotten eggs.
It's very stinky. He's very
Yes,
distracted
it's
now.
very stinky.
Yeah.
Good. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, you hit him with
And
a
that's
stinky
it.
rock.
I did.
You did. Is it this guy's turn? It is. It is this guy's turn. Hang on a second. Let me give him my Constitution saving throw here. Oh, he nails it. Yeah, he smells it and he goes, what is that? And like he sees that his boss kind of has this big lady under control here, but he goes, there are people shooting at me now and I don't like that. And he goes, okay, let's move away from the stinky thing. And he's gonna move, well, he's gotta move a little bit more than 30 feet, so he's gonna have to dash behind this cover. And that's where he is now. His friend over here is going to go, Jesus Christ! And he's going to try and shoot at Vernon.
Fantasy Jesus.
Fantasy
Jesus cannot save you now.
Which is somehow more fantastical than regular Jesus. Let's go with... We'll unpack that later. Let's see. Okay. He's gonna attempt to attack you. If you're in the open here, I think this doesn't give you any extra AC, so I believe he just hit you. He rolled a 14. Vernon.
All right.
I believe so.
Let me just take a look really quick because I'm not totally sure. Oh, AC is 11. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it was blocked off by the
Oh.
snow.
Does
effect
his-
here.
Soft shell
Does he
crab.
get... Yeah, I was going to say, does he get like more AC because of his like crab form?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. I didn't actually look at
not quite. He's still only kind of in crab form. It's like he's pulling
see.
away from it a little bit, like he's unfamiliar with it, you know? There's still bits
He hasn't
of
gone
Vernon
full
underneath.
crab.
Yeah, there's still a lot of pasty
never go
human
full
underneath
crab.
there, you know? Never go full crab. So
Once you go
Vernon,
crab, you can't go back.
Vernon, you do have 50 temporary hit points to work with, just so you know, because
Oh,
that's what
cool.
this thing gives you. But
Yep.
you take 5 damage to that.
50
Oh, it's not
or 15?
5-0.
5-0.
5-0.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's the new tank of the party. My God.
For now.
Yeah, so that guy shoots you and it has basically no effect, and he just goes, Gerald, and Gerald is like on the end of your pincer going. So on his turn, Gerald is dead and he can't do anything. On the bugbear's turn,
Thank you for clarifying.
right? Wait a second, where did this bugbear come from? Did I have 2 bugbears this whole time? Hold
No, I've
on.
only seen the one.
Yeah. This guy shouldn't be here. I think I accidentally spawned him into existence. No, wait, he was here before because you tried to shoot at him before. I think he wasn't a bugbear. I think I just used the bugbear model. I'm just going to say he's a regular bandit. He is going to try to make shots at Maldris. Maldris, you are now in soft cover for him. So you're only going to get a +2 to your AC for this.
So it's only 16.
Right. But he rolls real well. Oh, hang on. Wait, he has rolled disability.
Hey.
Yeah, never mind. Disadvantage got him, and he didn't get it. He rolled real well
Okay.
at first. Emery. Things are not
I'm just-
suddenly
I
not
ran
going
away.
well.
As soon as I left him, he turned into a giant crab. And I'm just like, I'm behind. I like get to my cover and I kind of put my back up against this tree. I turn around. I see a giant crab where I left Vern. I'm like, the fuck. Deal with that later. I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the bugbear captain general. Punch.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So roll. I'm just like, we'll deal with that shit later. That's a 15 to hit.
15 to hit.
Yes.
That just hit.
He's in fuego again.
He's in fuego again. God damn
Does
it.
he still have the grease on him?
You are not
Lingering
wrong. He is
traces?
still doused in grease. I'm gonna mark him a little in fuego. So how
In
much damage did you do?
You're on fire again.
What was the damage?
Oh, right, damage.
You did actual damage with that attack. You didn't just light
Yeah,
him
that's a
on fire.
10.
It's a
That's
10?
a 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now, he's not looking happy, that's for sure.
looking crispy.
He's looking very crispy. Is that all you're going to do?
I was debating like trying to get a little bit closer, but I think the only tree I can get to is this one.
That's
Maybe.
true. If you're moving with your 30 feet, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I keep accidentally deactivating the ruler. Yeah, I'll skirt behind this one.
Cool.
Just
Gotcha.
try and get a little bit closer to the action, just in case I have to run in and save someone's ass.
All right, Vernon, give me another charisma saving throw, my friend. It's the beginning of your turn. You can make another charisma saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay, let me take a look here. Gotta navigate back to that. Charisma, save and throw. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Actually, no, 16. It actually rolled good for me for once.
16? Gotcha.
Good-ish. Yeah.
All right, Vernon, your consciousness expands for a quick second, and you're off into the void. The same sort of dream you had when you were on the train, actually. The chew. Pardon me.
Oh.
In the distance, you see an absolutely colossal figure. And so far, it's moving its pincered claws around, and you see in front of you your hands are moving in a similar way. But suddenly you realize, hang on, this is a dream. And you move your hands, and the colossal beast moves with you instead. And suddenly you're back inside your own skull, and you are wearing tattered clothes, and your very pasty white human fist is straight through the chest of this guy. who is like he's definitely a dead man, but like he's got just enough left in him to go what the fuck? And yeah, he collapses basically on you, and you realize you don't have the strength to hold him up anymore, so he just kind of like pulls you down with him for a second, and then you stand back up, and your turn is once again yours. Although I believe you have to make a Constitution saving throw. Give me half a second. I got to read the thing. Yes, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, damn it. I did it again. Oh, but this one was still good. 17. Apparently, once I broke out the
17.
real dice, the thing wants to work.
You feel the strain of sending your consciousness so far afield and like your body aching after that brief transformation. But you fend it off. You feel strong and whole.
Okay.
And your turn is yours.
Okay, I am going to try to wrestle my hand out from his body cavity here.
Oh, that's a free action for you, incidentally. It's just it's a rather
good.
sizable hole you see. Yeah. And so
I was hoping.
Yeah. With a nice
I pull
squishy
out his
sound.
spine like the predator.
Yeah, that's right. Not much of a spine left there, but sure.
You know. So I assume Vernon is still has like tattered clothes on, like you said.
Yeah.
He's not like completely naked, otherwise he would steal this guy's clothes. And well, actually, you know what? He is gonna just steal this guy's clothes anyway because you know he needs them for later.
You're gonna steal the clothing in the middle of combat? I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you're thinking of first. Okay. Yeah.
Surrender your pants.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
so
look,
you're gonna
I need these for business.
that will take your turn to undress him and get some semblance of clothing on yourself.
Okay, I
your
will do
scarf
that
survives though.
because I think that's okay, good.
Yeah.
Because Vernon is he's very self-conscious, especially about the
Absolutely.
weird rash that he's got growing on his shoulder.
Right. Yeah. And so yeah, the whole time you're just thinking, huh, that was weird, and like you can't help it, but you're reminded of that morning you woke up in Loudwater, inside the necromancer, with a fresh, torn apart corpse at your feet, and
Now,
Granny
when you
Gane
say-
staring at you from the top of the stairs.
When you say inside the necromancer,
The
Yeah, I thought it was
necromancer.
in the temple.
Oh,
know,
the
but-
store.
The store, necromancer.
Okay.
What did you think I was saying?
Mm. I don't know.
not important.
Not important. Gotcha.
No. I roll to
No,
not see
actually,
it.
you know what? What I was thinking is more wholesome than what it actually is.
Wholesome.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
in
absolutely
both
correct.
senses of the word.
Yeah, listen, having a sordid evening with a necromancer is perfectly fine.
Joe
I
L.
don't know
Leesom.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what you're reliving some trauma at the moment. And the bandit, who has so far failed a lot of his shots, is going to attempt again. Once again, at Maldris, disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not good. Nah, he fails too. You know what? With the rest of his turn, he is just going to turn tail and go, you know what? I've missed every single one of my shots. I'm going to run. And he
We've
is going to
demoralized
move
this man.
30 feet. 30 feet this way. Things are suddenly not going so well for his troop. I hear some crunching and squelching sounds up to the north of this battlefield that I don't want to be a part of. I'm running. And so now it is going to be Maldris's turn.
The guy that's behind the tree.
Yes.
Did I see him go
You
back
did.
there?
Yeah, he dashed, so you saw him.
Yeah, but my movement's only 30 feet. This one.
I believe you have something called cunning action. Give me a second. Where is Maldris? There's Maldris. Yeah, cunning actions. You can use your bonus action to dash, which means you can still use your action to attack. So if you want to, you can move a whole 60 feet and still attack him
Rogue shit.
because you're
Yeah,
rogue.
does he know where I am?
Yes, but like again, you were behind cover, so
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna
go for
go
it.
boop. Or however close I can get to him, whatever.
Sure, yeah, that's good. You
And
can get right on him.
I'm just gonna stab at him with my dagger instead of throwing it because I'm in melee range.
Yep.
Hold on, let me go back to my page. Or actually, I have a short sword.
You do.
Wait, which does more damage? The short sword.
The short sword has more capacity for damage. Your dagger has a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just use my trusty dagger.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Oh no. That is a 17
That hits.
to hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it does.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Heck yeah. And then, so it's a 1d4 plus 4. That is a 4, so he gets 8 damage.
8 damage. He already had some damage on him. You gut him. You just run right up, plant your dagger right into his stomach, lift him up off the ground, and throw him down.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Everybody's getting eviscerated on this New Year's Eve.
Hey Tim, you like your heroes still?
Whoa.
Does she also
Gross.
twist the knife a little bit for
Just
fun?
a little twisting of the knife, right?
One just spilled the dude's guts. One tried to stab you last time. One's a crab.
I'll stick with my stinky rocks.
Right. Stinky's your stinky rock.
Stinky rocks and Molotov cocktails. That's all she needs.
Right. Rathgirther,
And
you
sparks.
are
Everyone needs.
you are fighting a foe who is once again on fire.
Okay, here we go, baby. One big attack, big boy attack. This time I've learned my lesson. One-handed attack.
Yep.
Nothing fancy. 10. You know what? Fuck that. I have inspiration to burn.
Yeah.
Get him.
17.
17, huh?
Noise.
You go to strike and you realize that he's ready to raise his sword to parry you, and you you using your inspiration manage to fake him out and cut under his sword at the last second and cause your damage. You strike him doing just his 17
3
AC.
slashing damage.
3 slashing damage. Hey, it all adds up. All adds up. He is definitely bloodied. He is not a fan of the things that are happening right now. Was there anything else you would like to do?
That's it for me.
Tim Tam.
Yes, I am going to take out an actual weapon because everybody's doing cool shit with their weapons, and I have weapons too. I don't just have stinky rocks. So I'm going to take out my crossbow and shoot the guy, the leader,
Go for
bugbear man.
it. The leader bugbear man.
That's
thing.
the
Bear.
12.
A 12 does unfortunately not hit him. It hits his shield and bounces off.
Ah,
Oh,
crap. And that's it. That's
That's it.
all I do.
I just realized that the bugbear captain isn't on here anymore, so I think that's probably what happened. He was supposed to be right after Tim Tam as he started the turn order. However, I'm going to put him right here. There we go. Turn order. Bam. That's where he should be. So he's going to take a couple of slashes at you, Rathgirther. He's going to ignore the fire, which means he's probably going to take fire damage at the end of this. Hiya. That one doesn't hit for sure. That one probably does. Does an 18 hit you, Rathgirther?
Yes.
I believe it does. You are going to take 6 damage as his scimitar grazes you.
Graze me?
Wherever you'd like.
Can we say the same shoulder?
Absolutely.
Oh no, the other shoulder?
The other shoulder. Yeah.
And I scoff and I say, that's my second least favorite shoulder.
Absolutely. Emery, can you roll me a d6 for the fire damage he's about to take?
Yeah. Is there just a random D6 in D&D Beyond? I'm not seeing one, so time to get the
If you
dice
look
out
at
of
the
bottle.
lower left,
Hmm.
lower
I
left,
see.
you can just,
Well, I already have my D6 out. That's a
Yeah.
3.
3 damage, huh? Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
unless
not
there's a modifier I would add
really
to that.
not enjoying life. Really not enjoying life. He's not. Yeah, he's in fuego. This bandit now like really doesn't know what's happening and he doesn't like it, but he's enraged at the fact that his friend just died in such a weird manner to such a pasty white human. He's gonna take another shot at Vernon. Oh, that one definitely hits.
Uh-oh.
So Vernon, you no longer have all those temporary hit points, incidentally, just so you know. So you take another 5 piercing damage from this crossbow bolt.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that my microphone was muted. Okay, so take another 5, you said?
Yes. The last 5 just used up some of your temporary hit points, so that shouldn't matter anymore, but absolutely.
Yeah, I figured when I no longer had the carapace around the half of my body that I probably wouldn't still have those hit points.
Right. And then he draws his sword and he begins using the rest of his movement to rush towards you. Right about there. And then let's see here. Where's this guy? This guy is still on here for some reason. Never mind. He's dead. He's very dead. I'm just gonna kill him. There we go. He's very dead now.
Good.
Eviscerated. Yeah. This guy is seeing his friend leave. I don't know. How does he feel about life right now? Oh, not good. He's a little scared considering what's going on. He's gonna take his full movement and just leave the map entirely. He's just gone. Yeah, there's lots of fire and weird stuff happening. You know, Emery, speaking of weird stuff happening.
Yep. All right, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to do a little hop, skip, and a jump and get over behind. Oh, I'm on top of the tree. Okay, I'm gonna hide behind this tree,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna just once again like peek out from behind the tree, firebolt pot shots. I'm just doing it all day. It's a cantrip, baby. Let's go.
You're going for the big bugbear still?
At the big captain.
Go.
Big guy. 14.
That unfortunately does not hit.
Oh, damn it.
He raises his shield. He sees it coming.
All right. Well, I have action surge, but I think I'm gonna save it in case some disaster breaks out. So I'm just gonna.
Right.
I'll call over to Tim and be like, "You good?"
That's it.
Tiny
All
squeak.
right, that's fair.
Okay, Vernon. At the beginning of your turn, I need you to give another charisma saving throw. You are alone.
No.
There is a body in front of you, and there is another person rushing towards you.
I was just wondering, am I gonna have to like eat this guy on the battlefield?
Ian?
All right, I got a 20. It's a dirty 20, but I got a 20.
Gotcha. Once again,
That would
you
explain why his body is no longer
yeah, you very briefly find yourself floating in the astral sea with this colossal creature in the far distance, and you're getting a real feel for it now. You're moving his giant pincer around, and you see as you move this time, you block out what looks to be a star, and it just doesn't come back. And you realize that you can dream too. And all of a sudden, you're back into your body again, and there's a man coming towards you, and you're you.
Okay. In that case, I am going to let me see really quick here. Just want to make absolutely sure and not use a bubble here. But yep, I'm going to try to use my chill touch again on him. But this time, hopefully, I won't impale him because I have Stretch Armstrong arms. So
Grab.
let's see. That would be a hell of a thing if I had the longest crab legs ever.
Yeah.
All right. 13. It says
13 actually hits him. Yep.
suddenly these dice do not seem so appealing.
Yeah.
You said what?
It hits him. You got him. Go ahead and do
cool.
your
Never
damage, my
mind.
friend. Yep.
Sure. Boop-a-doo-boo. This one. I got a 6.
A 6, eh? Does he have to do anything in addition to
Yeah.
that? He gets disadvantage or something like that?
I don't think there's such a thing. On a hit, target takes 1d8 necrotic damage, and it can't regain hit points until the start of the next turn. Until then,
That's right.
the hand clings to the target.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this big, I assume this sort of crab claw is spectral cloud claw is just clinging to him.
Just
Yeah.
ghostly pincer just comes up out of the ground and just grabs onto him.
Yep.
Just on the shoulder.
Oh yeah, he's not pleased
Yeah.
with that. Yep. Did you want to move?
Yeah, I think that now that everybody has shifted over, Vernon would also like to shift over.
Right on. You can move a whole 30 feet. Yeah.
30 feet. Okay, so
About there.
yeah, I'm going to put myself into a little bit of harm's way by running out that way. There
Nice.
we go.
Gotcha. Putting some distance between you and that very tasty looking body. Yep.
Yes. Nom, 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 nom. I'm gonna come back for that later.
Yeah, I'd save it for later. Yeah. All right, this bandit is going to finish their turn by fucking off. Also, yeah, he's had enough of whatever the hell is going on here. Maldris, you are suddenly without a target. There are only 2 more bandits that you can see on the field.
Well then, I guess the closest one is the bugbear.
Yeah, you have advantage to attack him because he's engaged with another target.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Or rather, you get your not advantage. You have you get your sneak attack because he's engaged with another target.
How close can I get? Well, if I go 30 feet, like here-ish,
Sure.
I can still chuck a dagger at him from that.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. Whoops. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can create a path of movement.
I would have to be a little bit closer, so I'd have to be like here, and then. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. How do I get rid of this?
Right click. There you go.
Oh, I got it. So I'm gonna go here.
That's where it was. Yep.
Ish. And I'm gonna chuck my dagger. Give me 2 seconds. What did I do with my dice? That is a 17.
17 hits him. You can roll your damage plus your sneak attack.
My sneak attack was the 2d6. Okay, so we'll start with the regular attack. That is a 3 plus 4, so 7.
7.
And then my 2d6 is another 7, so 14 in total.
14 damage. Yeah, your vanishing dagger hits him and immediately disappears, and he's very surprised by it. It gets him right underneath his ribs. He starts coughing up a bit of blood. And that is your entire turn. So that means it's Wrathgirther time. Your opponent is on fire and bleeding. Yeah.
Now
Take
is
us
the
home.
time for you to fall down dead. Does a 16 hit?
It does, yeah.
10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage. Wrathgirther. How do you want to do this?
Obviously, I want to, with one fell swoop, separate his head from his body,
Yes.
and then dryly say, "Now's no time to lose your head."
Ow. Who's got a rim shot?
Tim Tam
Hold
thinks
on,
that
hold
that
on.
is the funniest thing she has ever heard in her entire life.
But like a little bit horrified, right?
Oh yeah, she was gonna throw up, but then she started laughing so much that she couldn't throw up.
I've heard that, yeah, when you smile, it kind of deactivates your throw-up
Mhm.
reflex.
Mm-hmm. If his head falls into the fire, I also want to say, "What a hothead!"
Yeah, absolutely.
Judge.
Yep.
That is now the funniest thing that she has ever heard in her life.
And honestly, I think at that point, this bandit snaps out of it and just fucking runs. So I'm gonna take us out of combat.
Wait. Can I
Stop.
hit him
Oh.
with another firebolt as he's run away?
You have 120 feet. I think you and Vernon could easily make the idea that you could hit them at extreme range. So both of you can
Your
roll an
gun.
attack and see if you get him. Has he even taken any
Okay.
damage? Yes, he has.
It's
He's taken
probably
a little bit.
not. It's an 8.
No, an 8 does not. Vernon,
I'm rolling my Eldritch Blast again. A 14.
14 actually hits him.
All right, sick.
What's your
Love
damage?
that. That's gonna be 5.
A 5 bit of damage. That just gets him to 11. Would you like to say that your Eldritch Blast in this particular case becomes a giant crab leg that extends from you?
Yes,
Long
I would like to
leg.
say that. In fact,
Punches through his chest
And
too,
then-
and he dies like his friend Gerald.
yeah.
Oh, you perforated 2 dudes.
Hey, you know what? The cost of business. Sometimes you gotta cut some fabric before you can make a
Right.
scarf.
Oh my god.
Okay,
The cost of business.
we normally take a break at the hour. Obviously, we've blown past that because of the combat. Do we want to just do the next half hour and then have our break and then do our couch talk? Or do we want to have a break now, come back to like 20 minutes of the rest of the episode?
I'm good to keep going.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. I'm at least going to grab myself a drink because I'm almost out of water. I will be right back in a moment. You folks charm the audience for half a second.
Wait till I
Okay,
get
hold
this
on a
one
second.
up.
I don't think I have that spell, but
Oh my god, can
I
we
have
talk
Charm
about
Person.
Jay though? Oh my
man,
God, look
he
at him.
sure is Jay.
He sure is wearing a green shirt. And it's like see-through on the green screen.
Whoa, guys! Jay's not here to
Really?
defend himself. I don't think it's cool that we dunk on him like this.
You want us to dunk
Is
on
it
you
really Duncan?
Yeah, I'm here to
Okay.
defend myself.
Oh my god, you're wearing a shirt! A black shirt!
No, shut up.
And headphones!
No.
What a nerd! Imagine not being an anime character. Couldn't be me.
There's just nothing to make fun of about VTubers, so
I
we have no
know.
recourse.
Nope.
Yeah.
I downloaded a stylish new earring for myself while we were in combat because I thought it was funny.
I'm already back.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. You can't see through his shirt.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, Jay, you're transparent.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. I didn't. I'm colorblind, so I never noticed what I'm wearing, and I forgot the shirt was green.
Oh.
So enjoy. You can see straight through my shirt because that's the way green screens work. Congratulations, all of you.
You've become invisible.
At least, listen, guys. At least he's being transparent with us.
Hold on.
Yeah, hit that drum.
Star.
Yeah.
Get out.
I mean, I don't know why he thinks he can keep secrets from us. He's so see-through, and so transparent.
Right. I love it. Love it. Comedy hour has arrived. Okay. All right.
It's great.
We have to condense it because we're not taking a break.
The fire still burns. There are still some bodies in said fire. If you want to move away from the barricades, you can, but you have effectively driven them off from their barricades. You can take stock. How do you do, folks?
Enough,
I'm
if
gonna
you're
loot the
not
corpses.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to do.
We
the
were
same
all
thing
going to
on the
say
other
it, I
side.
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're still gooshing.
There's
No.
so much gooching. Love it.
No.
Vernon takes the clothes. Like as he's looking over his shoulder, he stuffs some of the organs into his backpack. For later.
They do look extremely tasty. I don't know if you have time to analyze that yourself, but yeah, let's just.
He just starts
Interesting
hacking off
assumption that
limbs.
Vernon took them to eat.
It's for
assumed it was
science,
some
okay? You know,
ritual
sometimes you
magic
can
of
only.
some kind, but
I mean,
Yeah.
Vernon has definitely done the thing where he's collected some corpses for a scientist or something like that. You know, he's absolutely pulled that con once or twice. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a enterprising resurrectionist, is that what they were called?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
looking. Look, I watched the show Wednesday. I thought it would be really cool to have a hand just walking around and acting all funny, you know? So I want
What's
to
the
try some
show?
stuff.
That'd be on fantasy
I don't
Netflix.
know, actually.
Right? Yeah.
Yes. Schmetflix. You know,
Netflix.
you go and you see it at the Coliseum every day, as long as you want, really. Those actors, I don't know how they do it, but they just keep on going like 24/7. They
That's it.
act out a whole variety of shows too, and everybody gets to pick a new show like whenever they want. It's kind of chaotic.
And they remember their place. Very strange.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll
so-
stop and ask me, "You still watching?"
one of your teammates turned into a giant crab monster, and another one eviscerated a whole bunch of people in quick succession. Another one made a homemade bomb real quick, and another one challenged a bandit leader to a duel. And the last one kept hiding behind stuff and throwing fire a lot. So you guys might have some things to unpack a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
I'm gonna
Am I
like
the only one here who can turn into some sort of giant monster? Because that's not fair.
I can't do that either.
I'm gonna like cup my hands and yell at Vernon. The hell kind of spell was that?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. Vernon goes back to stuffing livers into his pocket.
I just hands above the head like the world's biggest shrug. Like, what the fuck do you mean? You know? Yeah, exactly.
And he just returns it.
Fan artists, you
Some
get on it.
things are not meant to be known just yet. I don't know. Apparently, that's been decided by the fates.
I'm imagining like that YouTube skit. What is your name?
What?
What is your name?
I would like to go over to Emery, and I'm just gonna pull out one of my bottles and just do the like sad, like giant eyes that children do when they know that they've done something bad. And she's just gonna go, "Can you help me figure out how to make a Molotov cocktail, please?"
Everyone just like looks down. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but I think
I
if
assume
told-
that you know how to do it. You seem like the kind of person who would know how to do that, and you're like really good with fire stuff.
would my uncle have ever taught me how to do that?
Make a history check.
Okay, I'm actually surprisingly good at those. It's one of my best skills. History. Oh, but I rolled real low. It's an 8.
Oh, no.
It's an 8. Well, I mean, that's a little fitting because your uncle may have really wanted you to be able to handle yourself in dirty situations. However, he is still a noble, and Molotov cocktails are a little bit uncouth. If I was to use a nobility term, you know,
Proletarian weapon for sure.
That's
absolutely.
fair.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Emery
He-
would have ever like used
This is
one
the weapon
before.
of our enemy. We do not need it. We will not use it.
Yes, I'm just like, I mean, maybe we can try this later. I'm trying to play it off like, yeah, I totally know what a Molotov cocktail is.
Okay. Thank you.
Tim Tam, you are far too young to drink.
This is grease and oil. It's not.
Nonetheless,
Yeah, I don't think this is drinkable.
Yeah, no.
Unless you want to.
You want to drink some?
obviously I do, but now is not the time.
I think I have a bottle of bacon grease in here somewhere.
How do you plan
Kinda
on
like
getting it out of the
slather it
bottle?
on
It's
your-
all solidified.
Well, it's more of like a jar than a bottle, but
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I would love to watch Frethgirther give herself a heart disease, but
what?
No disease can conquer my mighty heart.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you ever catch a cold
Bacon-
or something.
Bacon grease is delicious. It can't hurt you. Just going full like Scott Pilgrim
Mhm.
here. Bacon grease makes you fat.
Bacon isn't vegan?
No.
It's like the only line I remember from that movie.
So, what did you, I assumed that you did it because you were over there. What did you do to Vernon? Why did he turn
I
into a
didn't
crab?
do anything. I saw the fight breaking out over here, thought I should probably get a little closer to the action. As soon as I turn my back, he turns into a giant fucking crab thing. And okay, now he's over next to me. He's like, yeah, so what the fuck was that? Did you do that this whole time?
No, I think that monster actually jumped out from the woods. You didn't see him, but he came up right behind you and knocked me into the bush,
The ones
and
that are on
then
fire?
proceeded to
Vernon, I'm going to need
harrowing.
you to roll one hell of a deception check. And anyone who
Okay.
would like can roll an insight to see if they beat it.
Oh yeah. Well,
Tim
I have a
believes
-1
him.
to that,
Of
but
course, yeah, Tim unreservedly.
15.
Why would friends lie to
We
each
got a
other?
19.
Hey.
Damn.
What
So,
was
like,
it? Deception?
I mean,
30-20.
So he's writing
no,
it
we
and you're
have-
rolling a deception. You have to roll an insight if you want to beat it. With a 15, Emery, like, you know it doesn't make sense, but also like he's being real earnest, like, and like he couldn't, like, he's not that powerful a mage. Like, any spells you can think of off the top of your head that could do something even remotely like that are way too powerful.
Yeah.
Mine was 18.
18. Oh, that was exactly your roll, wasn't it?
Oh.
No, I got a 19.
You got a 19? Okay. Yeah, so Malvers, it's sort of the same thing, only you have obviously deeper suspicions that he is, he's hiding something, but you're not really willing to call him on this monster jumped out from nowhere and pushed me into some bushes near a bunch of lava.
Yeah,
And
like
That
maybe,
probably
maybe
wasn't
he
really paying
blacked out.
attention.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
he
maybe
blacked
he
out.
blacked out and he genuinely believes that that's what happened. You know?
Sure, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you believe he believes it at the very least.
Yeah, Vernon actually just saw the crab monster fainted, and then the crab monster thought he was dead because he hasn't had a shower in weeks. So
Yeah,
Gross.
Classic Pokeroo gambit.
that's right.
yeah,
Missed him again.
Emery's just like crossing her arms and like, what happened to your clothes then, and where'd it go?
I was over by a fire. They got singed.
Do his clothes look singed?
No. No, they do not.
Well, I had to rip away the disgusting parts if I'm going to
Do you
put
do you
this
want
together
help?
into a new.
Do you want me to help you fix it? I can fix
Oh.
it real quick if you want me to fix it for you. I can make it look good as new.
Okay, sure.
I will
That would be
spend
much
a while
appreciated.
casting mending on the various
Casting
parts
mending?
to
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, Vernon, eventually your old clothes are perfectly fine, and you can change out of the bloody bandit clothes that you switched into.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Tim.
Of course. You know, when you spend that many years on your own and you like spend all of your time playing in the woods, you have to learn how to make your clothes look better again. So,
Oh,
It's a very good point. There's probably many rocks and branches and things like that
Mhm.
that you might trip over if you were not
Yep.
as
Yep.
agile as. Yes.
agile is what?
Much thanks. Um,
Agile is what,
a
Vernon?
deer? He's trying to think of things, but only has like lobsters and crabs come to mind.
Yeah, yes, agile is a lobster.
As agile as the mighty mollusk, which is of course the most agile of the crustaceanary kind of creatures.
Your sea
Okay.
knowledge is coming into handy. I see. Mhm.
Yeah, I
Crustaceanary.
definitely don't just.
No!
Yeah, that's what the scientific term is. I went to college for this for like at least 10 years. So I got.
I knew a crab once. He called all of his pens and pencils and stuff crustaceanary.
Jay.
Hold on.
Just keep
Okay,
that.
I gotta get a
button-
hotkey for it.
Yeah, keep that hotkey up.
Or we could all stop doing it.
We could, maybe. Okay, so you folks are chatting. What is your next move then, aside from self inspection here?
I mean, I have seen that several of them ran off. I mean, I assume I
Yes.
would make the connection that we didn't kill as many as there were here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And before the fight, I know it was last month, so I'll remind you. You all were aware that it's very likely that the bandits have like an actual camp somewhere nearby. They wouldn't just have set up a barricade and expected to hold a whole town from it leaving.
Do we want to maybe, because we obviously like can't take on the whole camp probably, because there's probably lots of them. Do we want to set up like our own, like do we want to take over this territory and like set something up here to like make it safer?
I was gonna say just burn down all their barricades and just fuck up their little campment.
Or that. Because I'm thinking like what will stop them from coming back and like just like doing
Well,
this
if their
again.
barricades are all burnt up and useless, then that's gonna take them a while to put them back at least.
Yeah. I think you just want to set things on fire.
I do.
On this we agree.
I mean, listen, this barricade is what was keeping people from leaving, so get rid of it. And I don't know about you guys, I'm not exactly looking forward to hauling logs, and I just like shoot a little fireball over my shoulder and set another piece of it on fire.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Good plan.
Maybe it'll make them think twice about coming back. You beheaded that guy, right?
Yes.
You want to put his head on a stick as a reminder for anyone else who might come back?
Remind them of what?
Emery.
Or the bandits. If they come back here to try and reset up shop again, we can remind them what happened to the first group.
I mean, his head went into the fire, so it's not really recognizably him.
I see it. In the fire.
I mean, yes, he's not. Redcurth is not wrong. The fire is indeed consuming this poor bugbear's head.
I was going to say it was a bugbear, so it was covered in fur, which is...
It's very
Where's his
smelly.
body?
Right in front of Redcurther.
Concerningly,
and Fuego?
also, did anyone else feel that it smelled amazing?
Uh,
Okay, I guess my
Smelling
rock
Burn in
is
the
probably
background going,
still...
Yeah, it smelled amazing, delicious.
My stinky egg rock is still...
It is. It's right in front of Malvers, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm just gonna casually move over here now.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, the body is slowly being consumed by the inferno.
all right. In that case, I'll... Tim, look away. I'm gonna drag his body out of the fire as much as I'm able. I'm just gonna kind of like center it in the path and like kind of facing it so that they could read it if they started coming down the hill from where their camp was. I'm just gonna like use my feet to write in the sand, "Fuck off."
Okay.
Be like, there.
What does it say?
It says we love you. Come on, let's go.
Why would we want to tell them that?
I don't know.
You confuse me
Yeah, so do you.
sometimes.
So, in what direction are you folks leaving? Are you heading to try and find the bandit camp, or are you heading back to town?
Question. How do we feel?
I have no spells left, if that's the question. I don't think we can take on the whole camp. Like, even if
we
even
don't
if
really
we
know how many there are.
yeah.
We could how far is it back to town? We could head back and see if Sparks is back.
True.
Because Sparks was gonna go and like check on stuff, and they had said they had that
Yes.
druid who was in the town who was gonna be able to like see from up above.
Yes, we sent Sparks to Tema with a little note. I don't remember what the note says because I didn't write it down. I just kind of said it.
You were vaguely, basically, it was asking, you know, are you folks okay? Do you need help?
Right.
Yes. And if it does, no one answers, then obviously they're all dead, and you don't have to worry about going up the side of the mountain. Yeah. You're right. You did time it. You thought that, and you made a good roll for this. You guessed that by the time you were done dealing with these bandits and got back to town, Spark might be close to being back if he really hooked it, which you told him to do. So,
I mean, he doesn't have hooves though, so that's
true. Yeah. So is it back to Velasso then?
How long of a trip is that?
It's about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
That's not bad.
Okay, well, if anyone has any objections, like I'm just spitting out what I'm feeling. So
Yeah, I think it's fine to go back to town.
back to town for
Yeah.
now.
I agree.
Very well.
Sounds seems fine.
I am moving us back to town. Player. Where are the players? There they are. I will summon players to the board. Once again, as you get closer to town, you notice that the sky gets darker and darker, and there's more and more ash and soot in the air, and there's a little bit of a hubbub as people are moving around. Let me get your characters for you. Let me close that. Let's see here. Wrath Griffin. There's Emery. There's Vernon. There is.
I should have written you next. Like you're next on the body. Damn, can I redact that?
Can you
Fuck
redact that?
you,
wanna
you're
put-
next.
I think you want to say like fuck off, and then you like scratch it through with your foot, and then write you're next, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah, maybe like we're already walking away, and I'm like, no, wait, and I go back and I like erase it and I rewrite it.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, and just for the record, it's in very nice cursive.
Yes, very nice cursive. Yeah.
Impressive.
Do you think the bandits can read cursive?
It's like not like full cursive, but
Okay.
it's
Right.
like very like calligraphy-esque.
Okay.
It is weird that Emery is so well practiced at writing messages with her feet in dirt, but there we are.
It's all that dance training, bro.
Well, dance training. So you folks get into town, and almost right on cue.
Hello,
around
baby
the corner-
boy.
Runs Sparks McBarks. You can see like he's at the top of the hill in the distance. Oh wait, he's already there. I left him there. Aha! Yes, you see him in the distance. It's like a Lassie movie. They go, oh, Sparks, and you see him framed against whatever little sunlight is left. And he comes towards you, and he gets closer, and you realize that he's heavily damaged. He's got he's sparking a little bit from his neck. He's got a lot of burn marks. Some of his metal paneling is melted, and the wood paneling is very scorched. And he gets up to you, and he does have a new note attached to his collar.
Oh. All
Did
right,
he
boy.
run
Let's go.
through the lava, or
Yeah,
did-
let's go. Let's go take this to the doja, and then I'll get you all fixed up. Okay? I'm gonna like start crying. Tim is definitely crying.
Yeah. Why did you make me feel pain?
I'll just pat Tim on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, you built him. You can fix him. It's fine."
I can fix him real easy, just like I
All right.
fixed Vernon's clothes. It's the
Mend
same.
actually works on your construct. Yeah.
Deep breaths.
Sorry, is it canon that the dog feels pain? Because I don't love that.
No, the dog cannot feel pain. It is a construct.
Yeah, it is a construct. Because
Yeah.
constructs, like, it has HP, but, like,
Mhm.
what is pain? Or what is HP if not, like... I guess, like, it can be damaged, but it doesn't feel...
Yeah.
Okay.
Love and
I'm just
Durham.
trying to understand how it...
Well, you know what? Why don't you give me an insight check into your doggo?
Oh. Can I make it intelligence instead of insight? She's not very wise.
Okay, why don't you give me an Arcana check then? Say you're
Okay.
going for a more arcane feel.
I rolled a 2. That's an 8.
That's an 8 in total. An 8 isn't good enough to tell exactly why, but something is obvious about Sparks that you don't, at first pass, you don't realize that you've noticed it, because it seems normal. Of course, Sparks ran the entire way up the thing and then back again. Of course he'd be tired. But after a second inspection, you go, wait a second. He's a construct. Why is he tired? Like, he clearly doesn't feel his pain, but he's acting like he's tired.
I'll think on that for a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tuck that away as a research question for later.
Yeah. Well, okay. You and Sparks, all of you, rush up to the center of the town there, and I guess you give your report to Fint and the Doja, and then I guess you decide to. Is there anything specific you want to tell them about the bandits, or is there,
We set them on fire.
We should probably tell them that some
Right.
got away.
Yeah.
Well, I thought they'd have a camp somewhere nearby. There were quite
Yeah,
a few of them the first time they showed up.
Yeah, we killed, God, how many? 6 of them? 7 maybe?
Lots.
Yeah,
it's not-
several, but
Bad.
a couple did run off. We've at least made a dent. But
We
a
killed the
couple of them-
leader.
Yeah, they're...
Well, Rathgurther did. She beheaded him. It was very cool.
Yeah. If you're
Get
gonna
this,
set-
then I said, now's no time to lose your head. Like, right away. Like,
It was
That's
very funny.
amazing.
Yeah.
You killed that big tall man with the big beard.
Was that what he looked like?
He was a
He looked
bugbear.
like a bugbear. Yeah.
No.
Oh
I
no.
would characterize him more as like a big hairy goblin type.
They did have a couple of bugbears in their party, yes.
All right,
That
well,
Leading
makes
their
sense.
party.
So
Yes.
wasn't the leader.
They threatened us with about 50 men, so
at the
Yeah.
very least, we burned down their barricade, and if they're going to try and build it back up, it's going to take them some time. I don't
We
know if
could-
they're going to send everyone back to try and do that.
regardless, it's not a bad dent. I couldn't have done that with my guards right now. We managed to get some of the herd back from that field while you were out there. Turned out there were some bullets digging around and making a mess of things, so
Land sharks.
Yeah.
I've used those before.
What?
What?
bullets.
The D&D monster.
Yeah, they're
What
like
are
little sharks
those?
with legs, and they burrow in the ground.
They are
They're
not
very-
little.
Oh, I do
They're
not
little.
like
They're
that.
They're the size of horses. They're very cute.
They're
but
land
they
sharks.
are a
Sharks
menace.
with
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah,
Jay, I
they
know your definition of
burrow.
cute. It is not the same as mine.
that's true. I think spiders are cute. Anyways,
Imagine if Pac-Man had a body.
yeah,
I want that. I
Pac-Man
need
does
that
have
in my
one.
life.
right.
Or, well, the little game sprite version. It's
Right.
just a mouth that goes bop, 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 bop.
Yep, that's basically it. So yeah, that's about that. So that mission is no longer necessary. You imagine that they could still probably use some help with the forest if you need to, but of course the pressing matter is tucked into the collar panel of Sparks McBarks, and it's a very singed piece of parchment.
Yeah, we're going to see what that says.
So Lily, who gets it first?
I mean, Tim, probably.
Probably.
All
Yep.
right, Tim. Give me half a second here. I'm going to write you something, and you can choose to read it aloud if you wish.
Is it in Discord or?
It will be. Actually, you know what? My Discord's being a little slow. I'll just read it out loud. Sorry. I was,
That
gonna
was
be
fine.
I was gonna be more mysterious, but whatever technology.
Tim, she's reading it aloud as her eyes go over it, so she doesn't even have time to like process it. Yeah, so
Right.
she's just aloud.
It says it's like very quickly written in like quick bullet points, more or less, because this person was seemingly in a hurry. It says, Tema under siege, most of village destroyed. Have about 20 townsfolk still surviving. But worse, something wrong with mountain. Send help.
Ah, fuck.
And as you read this aloud with perfect cinematic timing, the mountain above you starts to rumble, and very quickly the ground cascades below you so hard that the cobblestones ripple around you, and some of them burst upwards. People lose their footing all over the place and fall over, and another large plume of smoke issues from the mountain itself as a huge spurt of lava comes out and starts rolling down the mountainside.
Okay,
And
let's go.
that's
Let's
where
leave.
we're gonna leave it for this month.
Ah!
Right. Nice.
Yeah, Tim is ready to get the fuck out of here. I'm not
right.
about this.
All right, folks, we are going to take a very small break, about 10 minutes or so, while we get a little bit of drinks and food in us, and then we'll be right back here with our couch table talk. So get your questions ready, get ready to talk, and we'll see you real soon. Don't go anywhere. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. We are on our couch tabletop talk on a couch about the table things that happened portion of the show. It's a very long title. We're working on it. It's only been a year. Don't worry. We'll get to it. This is the portion where we take audience questions and we answer them, and or questions from each other to each other as well. And we answer about as much of them as we can. Also, once again, congratulations, folks. I know I keep saying it, but we have made it a whole year. We have 12 episodes. Our anniversary episode is next month.
Actually, more because we broke up the level up sequence into multiple episodes.
You're right. You're right. Actually, that's true. Let's see here. We already have a question involved here. Let's see here. Where is it? I swear. And then we can dive into more while people are waiting. But the first question comes from Slyfox, our buddy Slyfox. They only have two questions because they're not feeling well. Oh, sorry. I hope you get it better. First one is, how does Vernon feel about reverting to crab? And two, if your characters could pick any element to be fire, water, etc., what would it be? So let's start with Vernon reverting to crab.
Crab.
Sure. So I don't think he really feels anything yet other than hungry and very confused. I imagine that he, the way that I see it is that he blacked out when that happened. Kind of like you described, he was dreaming. So for that to have happened, like, he doesn't understand why he woke up with a guy's like spine in his hand or anything like that. Like, he just kind of woke up that way. So he's very confused, but I don't think he has any concrete feelings about it just yet.
From Vernon's perspective, he just woke up like he just punched through a man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, how do you wake up from that with like any other feelings other than just like, this is concerning, I wanted to get to the heart of the matter, but this is a little bit excessive. I'm not going to do the drum thing.
Right.
No, not when you make the joke, huh?
No. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, wait. No, it didn't go off. Apparently my hotkey is messed up. Never mind.
No, you disabled it when people said so. There you go.
Oh, it could be. Yeah.
Oh, such a shame.
Yeah.
Does anyone have answers to the element of choice? Were you perhaps a bender of some sort? What sort of element would thou be? I assume is the idea.
I mean, Emery's is obvious.
Right.
She's obviously an earthbender.
Obviously, yeah. Mhm.
Duh.
Yeah, obviously.
Like, it's the only type of spells that she uses.
Right.
Your character literally is Tov.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Emery's canonically blind. We've never discussed that before, but
That's right.
a miracle that she can hit anything with those firebolts. That she
Obviously.
are earth bolts.
Beth Girther would insist that she was the Avatar.
Of course. Yeah. Zoe, what would Tim be?
If Tim were an element, she would be the element of surprise.
Oh!
I thought you were going to say a metal bender.
Yeah, no, I think that she would probably be... I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Earth is too... Yeah, I mean, probably Earth.
Probably Earth.
Yeah.
Mal would probably be air.
Air, yeah.
I think so.
That makes sense.
Air
You're bloodthirsty.
or water.
Yeah. Yeah. Vernon?
Yeah, I imagine Vernon would be water as well.
I thought
Sorry, I forgot that I didn't even answer that part of the question.
Specifically,
Yeah, I
like-
figure.
I can picture Vernon as a bloodbender. Absolutely.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you know.
Crabs have blood?
Gross.
Crabs have blood?
He's the.
I've never seen a crab
He's a-
bleed.
I don't know if you need blood to be a blood.
There's a reason for that.
Are you Googling it right now?
Yes, crabs have blood.
Okay. I know like horseshoe crabs have blue blood, and they
To be
use them for,
fair.
like medical stuff.
So you know how our blood has iron in it, and because
Mhm.
that's what like the whole like hemoglobin thing and oxygen, etc. Crabs use iron. No, not iron. That's what we use. They use copper. I apologize.
So what you're saying is they're all Vulcans.
Yes.
Nerd.
Hence the it's actually a pincer.
Yeah, it's a pit. Logical.
The jokes!
Extremely logical.
The jokes.
We got another question here from Moody Xander. A question for the characters. What are their theories about the volcanic eruption? Are they familiar with geology, or do their theories lean more towards mythology?
I feel like that's more of a question for the DM. Like, what sort of information would we have based on the world?
I mean, it's not like volcanoes are unheard of. This isn't like Pompeii era we're talking about here. This is like volcanoes are a known quantity. It's just no one really knew that there were any majorly active volcanoes on the Sword Coast. Velasso would have been known as a volcano, but it would have been known as a volcano that, like, when it erupts, it'll just blurble a little bit. It'll goosh just a tiny little bit, right?
Some like gooshing, yeah.
Yeah. I think we talked about this earlier. And a whole episode about it. But yeah, the idea for any of you who wouldn't lean towards a more religious or mythic ideology for what's going on, you definitely think that, well, this is just a volcano. It's just a weird thing that this is erupting so much. Anyone with a more mythic idea of it might have some idea as to what maybe have some anger, some gods, or maybe there's an elemental involved or something. Like, who knows?
I think that deep down, Tim is trying to do her best to understand the science of it and come up with a scientific reason why it is doing what it's doing, because if it's not a scientific reason, then that means that she caused it because of when she created sparks and the shockwave went out. Deep down, she is deathly afraid that that is what caused it, and so she's looking for any other alternative to explain it.
Right.
So
I was gonna say that Tim probably has the most varied idea of what this could be, because obviously you would have read enough to know what volcanoes are in detail, and Tim would likely also know that there are some horror stories of things like portals to the elemental planes opening up randomly in places around Faerun. So it's a possibility that maybe a portal to the elemental plane of fire or water happened to open up in the middle of this volcano, and bam, something terrible is happening there. Or yes, maybe you caused it with your fiddling with the fabric of reality itself by creating life. Who knows? Yeah. Lambies, Zomba. Oh, this one's actually a question for me. Oh no, this was for you guys again. Have your characters given any thought to where those lava zombies came from a couple of episodes ago?
I stopped listening at the word thought. The answer is no.
Yeah, I feel like Emery's a very like
move on
straight ahead type of person. Focus on the problems in front of her more than anything that like has already been done and dealt with. And she has bigger concerns based on what happened in that fight. Like, she was kind of trying to stay, like, she wasn't trying to jump into danger in this fight because she was worried about the Death Blender happening again.
Right. You were worried about the wrong, crazy, random thing happening.
Yep. Because, like, she still doesn't know how it happened or why. She just knows that she got hit. And then that's about when it happened. So she's like, is that going to happen anytime I get hit? Should I try and stay out of danger? Should I just... And, like, she's got the ranged spell. So she's just like, well... Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
I think that Tim's idea... And it probably is similar to Vernon's idea, but Ron, let me know if I'm totally wrong here. But so she knows that like undead, like that's like a thing that happens. Like sometimes zombies just exist. And she also knows that there's this like energy component. Like, you know, there has to be a spark of life, metaphorically or literally. And so maybe it's something about like the heat of the volcano and the like the fact that when they died they had this like very sudden, very intense heat happen to them, that maybe that the like intensity and suddenness of it is what caused some sort of like chemical reaction or something to occur and spark their bodies back to life. But because, you know, it wasn't like a you know, radiant or divine kind of thing the way that like Revivify is, so it didn't give them like their actual life back, it imbued them with unlife.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
I
well
mean, I
thought
think
out.
that makes a lot of sense.
This is also the party that, but weeks ago was constantly dying and coming back to life on a chew, and we haven't really like interrogated that. So like,
Yeah.
Have we ever actually left the chew?
It has actually,
Yeah.
I think timeline wise, it has barely been a week since you've been off that chew. Yeah.
I think that, yeah, like as soon as they have a lot of downtime to like rest and not think about things, because like even during the last downtime, Tim spent a lot of time focusing on making sparks.
Mhm.
So she didn't have a lot of time to just sit and think. I think as soon as she has time to sit and think, it's going to all flood and she's going to be very overwhelmed and scared of the implications of the chew.
Totally. Yeah, very much so. That was a great question from Med and Math. Sorry, I forgot to name you when I got your question about the lava zombies. But yeah, that's a lot to unpack at some point. That's adventurers, baby. We keep it going, so we don't have to think about the things that happened.
Yay! Don't think about your war crimes.
Yeah. War crime. Moody Xander asks, since the mountain is erupting, what are the evacuation strategies for that will most definitely work in the next episode and are completely foolproof? That you folks have, for sure.
Leave.
Not my problem.
Just leave.
If we
Yeah,
just
Tim
take the town
says
and move it
run
closer to-
away.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
don't we
'cause I
have to
mean,
go up
we-
and save the druid?
I don't know if that's an option anymore.
Yeah,
I think we missed that plot hook.
We're just gonna fucking dip?
unless
No,
we
we're
can
gonna risk our
fly.
lives for some nerd.
What's a druid doing up there? Making some trees grow in the middle of a lava storm? Come on. What a nerd that dude is. It's good stuff. Do any of you folks have like questions for the rest of the team or us or
What type of crab does Vernon turn into?
it's a good question.
You know,
We
that's a
talking
good
about
question.
like your normal like crab? We talking about a coconut crab? We talking about like a spider crab? What kind of crab?
That's a good question. I think spider crab makes the most sense because
That's
of the fact that like there's
horrifying.
that really long like
Plus, you have a
the really
theme
long reach
song
with the
mostly
Eldritch
finished
Blast.
already. You can just lift from a 60s show. Like,
Spider crab.
Yeah.
Spider crab.
Spider crab. Yeah,
Have you
exactly.
seen the like giant spider crabs that live in Hokkaido? I saw them at an aquarium. They are horrifying.
I've never
did
seen
you
one in
Google it?
person, but I have seen them online.
Megan's always looking up spider
I did
crabs.
just Google it. Yes,
Yeah, they're horrifying.
like the normal ones look okay, but then yeah, there's these pictures of the ones with the like 5 foot long.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're fucky. Good eating.
Ugh.
Giant
I mean, they're
crab.
cool looking, but unsettling, definitely.
No,
them on
yeah,
her back.
because like when Vernon turns into a giant crab, he has to turn into a giant crab.
To be fair, you were
Those are the
only
most
kind of
fun-
halfway to crab at this point. You were still
That's
bits
true.
of burning
I
there.
think it would be much
Yeah.
more horrifying. I still think it'd be really terrifying just to see like half like spider crab, half man, like happening.
Right? I mean,
in
you
front of
know
you.
that scene in The
Don't make me
Fly
draw that.
where Ian
Yeah,
Malcolm
I
is
was
like
gonna-
halfway into being a fly. That's what I was thinking. You know, a
You
real.
mean the entire first 2 acts of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Because-
my gateway into doing horror art for the first time.
I
Like,
do love it.
To me,
Yes.
the way I was picturing it was kind of like in Akira, where that guy is transforming.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah, a little bit.
You know, except instead of the like all the stuff coming out, it's just a big like crab leg.
I was actually thinking like animorphs, but like the in-between stages of like half child, half animal.
Yes. Someone
That's
get K.A.
interesting.
Applegate on the phone. I need
Half
this.
crap.
Yeah.
She's responsible for my
Yes.
childhood. She should be here for this. K.A. Applegate,
for
big
that.
watcher of the stream.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
She pays for my Amazon Prime actually.
That's good. Yeah, right. See? Yep.
Mhm.
Or grab art. Yeah, I laid, I think I was glad that this one ended up being about Vern. I was worried it would be, Emery would accidentally get chopped or something, or one of my other secrets would come out. It's usually during combat because that's when people are most stressed out. But you never know. I definitely wanted to do some more crab stuff. That was on my brain, so this is the year of the crab. So that's what 2023 is going to be. There are parasitic
Is that
crustaceans. Yeah, I have a monster in mind with that exact thing you're poking at, Moody Xander. Actually,
Oh no.
yep,
Oh no.
the thing he is thinking of. Yeah,
Oh no. Crab.
no, nobody ruin it. Yeah, Sam. yeah, I've got a monster just in mind for that. Absolutely, because I'm a terrible person. Any other questions from the group to the group while we wait for chat questions to filter on in? Silence is extra. Shit, the mod knows how to get pay. It's because Sam thinks like I do in terms of monsters. I saw your kids on bikes thing. Incidentally, Sam ran a kids on bikes one shot about a month ago, I think, and it was great. And you all should watch it.
Mm-hmm. That link in the chat.
Yeah, absolutely, Sam. You should drop that link. Yeah, let's see here. No other questions so far. Nobody has any other questions. Let's see.
So what else? So we know about me and Vernon. What does everyone else turn into / have happen to them when they get in combat that we
Mean
just
drunk.
haven't had yet?
Yeah.
Anyone else aware creature?
Tim is absolutely innocent and perfect and has no secrets.
I believe it.
Rathgirther turns into a brilliant actress whenever combat begins. Yeah.
A passable actress.
Passable actress.
With
I
big
don't know.
sword.
That picture of you with your big two-handed strike missing, I just caught the thought of William Shatner with his big double-fisted strike missing the Gorn. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's the best actress in a community theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's Sam's links in chats. You should all visit. Hey, Sam. Sam's great. Let's see here. We got another question from Moody's Amber. Since we're on crabs, in terms of conversation, if your character turned into a crab, what kind of crab would they turn into? We know, obviously, Vernon's ideology on this. I think, first of all, Tim, I don't know if you really get the chance to answer it. I think you would turn into a hermit crab because they're adorable and tiny. Yeah.
That's what
And
I was
they
gonna
have-
say.
okay.
Yeah, and they have everything on their backs. Like it's
Like
perfect.
I don't even know like what different types of crabs are. I don't know a
Mhm.
lot about crabs. I
Mhm.
grew up in the mountains. I have only just now moved to the coast. I don't know shit about crabs. So thank you for giving me an answer.
Absolutely. Hermit crabs are adorable.
Craves.
Adorable little
My brother
crabs.
had some as pets.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a hard question because there are a lot of crabs and they do basically all the same stuff.
If we can keep on crustaceans and
Okay.
not
You
necessarily
want to stretch
crab.
the term? Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, a little bit. If we can wrap shrimp up in
Shrimp.
in the crab family, Emery would be, I forget exactly what they're called, but maybe like a bullet shrimp or something. The
Oh,
kinds
you
of
mean
like
the pistol shrimp or the rainbow shrimp or something like that?
yeah, rainbow shrimp I think is what it is. The ones that like break out of containment by like flicking their like claws so hard that they can break glass. Look it up.
That's absolutely, yeah. They're
I was gonna say coconut crab, but she's not burly enough for that. Maybe
Yeah.
Rathgirther can be a coconut crab.
Mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp. That's the
Mantis
one.
shrimp.
When
That's
you
it.
look up punching shrimp,
Yeah.
it gives you mantis shrimp.
It punches so fast it generates light because it's the friction of its punch is just enough to ignite a little bit of the atmosphere. It's dope. It's so cool.
Can you tell I watched a lot of Animal Planet as a child?
Yep. See, I don't know what Maldrish and Rathgurtha would be in terms of crabs. I was thinking like
Giant
maybe
crab.
What's that?
Giant crab.
Giant crab. Yeah, big crab. Giant crab.
Is that a specific name of a crab species?
No,
or
like the
just in
biggest,
general?
strongest crab.
I think coconut crab would
literally
be
the
that.
biggest crab. No,
Not
just
big enough.
Coconut crabs are
crab.
what killed Amelia Earhart.
Not big
Just
enough.
crab and big. That's it. Just big, real
okay.
big crab. That's. And Maldrish, I don't know. There must be crabs that try to look or act like other things. That would be
Or what
perfect.
about ones that just like hide?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, lots of crabs hide in general.
Probably
I
more that we
recent-
haven't found.
That's true. Yeah.
I recently learned that there are certain species of crawdad / crayfish / whatever regional dialect you want to call them that burrow into little holes in people's yards.
Yeah.
They come on land and they hide in little holes.
Little holes.
Little holes.
What kinds are those?
They're just like mud. I've heard them called like
Mud crabs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like in Skyrim?
Like in Skyrim. Flip them
Sure.
onto
Those
their
are
back
big crabs.
and hit their weak spot for massive damage.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pretend like I've ever
Get
played
that mod
Skyrim.
that gives them little hats.
That's it. Yep. Or makes them Spider-Man. That's a good mod. Just stretches Spider-Man's image over top of their crab frame. Man, Skyrim mods are so goofy.
All right, I looked it up. The biggest crab. I just looked up biggest crab, and it gave me crab / large.
That's it. That's Rathgurtha.
Crab / large.
Crab
What's the largest
/
crab in
large.
the world? Oh, it looks like the Japanese spider crab is the largest crab in the world. But
There you
Vernon already
go.
took that one. But that one's like 90% leg.
That's true. That doesn't
The
count.
Would it be more than
Tasmanian-
one?
Legs don't count.
Tasmanian giant crab.
There you
That's
go.
pretty big.
Is that like the Tasmanian devil, but he's a crab? Does he spin?
No, he's like a big red guy.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna post this link in the stream chat so everyone can look at these crabs with me.
There you go. While that happens, I know Maldrish, you haven't found a crab of your liking so far. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Sam is asking, this is for everyone, what is your least favorite monster to fight? I don't know if Sam means my monster specifically, because this will become a roast very quickly if that's the case. But in general, least favorite monster to fight.
Ooh. Hang on. I'm deflecting. Maldris, you could I'm getting Maldris vibes off the blue crab. It's blue instead of red. It's pretty. I don't know. I like it. I've stepped on one of those.
Where did
fuckers
you
before.
post it?
In the YouTube chat.
Oh.
All is crab now.
It's number 9 on that article. But anyway.
Right.
Somebody answer the monster question.
Least favorite monster in general, or mine. You can do that. It's fine. I love my babies enough.
I just haven't played that much.
True.
I know how
I was
I
gonna
have
say the same thing.
favorite monsters to use, but that's not the question. I don't know if I have a least favorite.
Right.
I find anything that can't be hurt without magical weapons is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the only thing I
yeah.
use?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it depends on like use case as well. Like in my home game, my character, I sort of built her around the concept of like, she's basically like Scarlet Witch, but if Scarlet Witch just used her like mind manipulation powers rather than like, you know, her normal like combat stuff.
Right.
And we were in a dungeon and we ended up coming across some kind of fiend. I don't remember what kind of fiend it was, but it was this big, like brutish, really terrifying monster, like demon lord thing. And the thing is, it had an incredibly high wisdom and intelligence. And of course, all of my character's spells are wisdom and intelligence saving throws, because it's all like mind manipulation stuff. And so I was literally
Useless.
useless.
Yeah.
And so that's why I guess maybe it's my fault for making one trick pony, but
Mhm. Oh,
anything. Well, and
yeah.
also like my husband is the DM, and so he knows like. Well, I guess any good DM knows all of the players and knows, how to make monsters that specifically are untouchable by any specific character, which is frustrating, but
Yeah.
it's fine. We killed it. I was useless, but the party was fine.
Yeah. I have two choices here because one of them is mine, and I legit don't like it because I think I was in a different place when I made this. I was like an edgy 20-something-year-old. I was making an edgy monster, and it sucked. But my actual dislike is Tiamat. There is an adventure for 5e where you go and you fight the dragon goddess Tiamat, and the final combat, you've been spending the whole campaign like getting up allies, and you assault this cultist capital, and you go in there and you kill a bunch of dudes, and then you fight Tiamat while she's trying to breach from the hells, and you're trying to keep her out of there. The problem is she's mostly immune to magic, and so basically most of the party had to sit there and just deal with ads instead of actually doing the fight, which was really cool. So it was like they got to see the fighters and the bards with like their physical weapons, and like a bunch of the other characters like go off and be super cool. And then this wizard and the sorcerer who were on the party were like, I spent this whole campaign getting really cool and shooting off my reality bending magic, and now I can't because Tiamat's a god, and so I can't do that to her. Can't do it, and that sucks. My monster that I hate personally is that I was writing. I wrote one of the first modules I wrote included a bunch of necromancers that I wanted the party to hate really badly, and so me being the 20-something I was like, what's really, really reprehensible? Doing anything terrible to children. And so these guys were necromancers, so I made them run an orphanage, and I made an orphan golem. It was bad. I don't like it.
I think you've mentioned that to me.
Yeah. I'm not fond of the concept anymore. I should not have been in the first place. Right? Yeah. It's one of those things you look back on and you're like, why? Was that necessary? No. I mean, it had the right effect horror-wise on the people I was playing with. And again, I was at a table where everyone was like, we're okay with horror and we're okay with really bad stuff happening. But maybe that was a little much. And I was like, yeah, I won't do that again. So yeah, again, like it was, yeah, exactly. Everyone goes through those phases. Everybody, I think, I hope. Don't leave me hanging. Please clap.
No, I've always been really cool.
Always, yeah. I don't know, Vernon, did you have a terrible monster you hated?
I haven't, kind of like I said before, I haven't really played as much as I feel like everybody else has. So like, I haven't really faced a lot of anything yet. I have an idea of what monsters I would probably not like to face, but it's nothing really like revolutionary. Like I feel like what's the one at the end there? There's only like one in the entire universe supposedly.
Oh, Tarask.
The Tarask. Yes, I want to say Tesserask, and I'm like, that doesn't.
The Tarask is fun.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. But like besides that, like I am not even very familiar with all the monsters in the manual. So
Yeah.
I haven't found any yet. Those lava zombies sure didn't endear themselves to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of D&D, I haven't really seen a lot of monsters that I'm like super not excited to fight yet.
So I figured you and Jinx would have the same sort of experience. Like you'd only be able to look at all the monsters I made you fight, like Tulu or the lava monsters or the manticores, and be like, I don't. One of those three things I don't like.
Yeah, I thought the manticore was pretty fun. So
yeah. It was a challenge because it was like all over the place. It was all like above us and everything. So that was like different. But other than that, like, yeah, I got nothing.
Things that steal levels, says Sam. Yeah, absolutely. There's not a lot of monsters that do that anymore because stealing levels is such a hard thing to do these days with someone's character sheet. Like, how do you de-level a character mid-combat? It takes forever. So yeah, anything that really
I was
slows
gonna ask.
down combat, they just get rid of it. Nowadays, most of those things that they use to take levels, instead what they'll do is they'll lower your maximum hit points for a bit until you like take
But
a long rest or something.
And I think stuff like, what are they called? Like rust monsters and
Yes.
particular slimes and stuff that
Hey now.
just particular slimes, not the thoughtful ones, but things that can
Oh, I'm
like
one of the good ones. Is
permanently
that what you're saying?
Yes.
You're
not all
not like
slimes,
those other slimes.
not like other slimes. That's good, but like stuff that can like permanently damage your items or like take the magic
Yeah.
away from your magic items. Like it's a pain in the ass,
It
if
is.
not like permanently shitty.
It's great. Generally, if in terms of my my philosophy on this as a DM is I use stuff like that specifically to impact to the players that this thing you're dealing with is a big deal, right? And so it won't just be like, you won't just find some, I don't know, cleric out there who just goes, and now I'll melt your magical sword with heat metal, and that's like what he does. Yeah, no, that doesn't happen, you know. Or, you know, you come across some like 10th level wizard who goes, I'm just going to cast time speed up or something ridiculous and rust all your armor. And like that's, I'm pitching character ideas to you live in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want constructive criticism?
Can we
No.
get like big red X buttons like they have on?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I need 3 more takes. I need a heavy oof and 2 light oofs, and then maybe a little bit more cackle, and then we'll see how this goes. Beholders, yeah, beholders are fun monsters because they can do a whole ton of stuff. Sam uses a rule where you can't damage attuned items. That's interesting. That's not bad. That's a pretty
That's a
good
really
rule, actually.
idea,
That makes it a
yeah.
little safer. Yeah. Beholders are one of my favorite too, because not only are they monsters that are just, they can do a whole bunch of stuff, which makes my job as a DM easier. It makes my action economy better, right? Like I can make them shoot a laser on someone else's turn or something like that. Almost all beholders are also these zany megalomaniacal like Marvel villains. So yeah, it's basically like I get to play MODOK every single time I have one on screen, and it's super fun.
They are like MODOK.
They are like MODOK, right? There's a deep introspective idea for anyone who makes videos on this sort of thing. Go ahead and make a video about how D&D beholders are just MODOK.
Mm-hmm.
And what does that say about society?
Something about capitalism, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Capitalism makes MODOKs of us all.
That was, I think that was Marx, right?
Yeah.
It's an orange, baby.
It's an orange.
TM.
It's derivative. It's can't do it. I can't be a snob. It's seriously. Dragons. I don't know. Dragons are. I like using them, but they're not particularly. Yeah, they're not. They're just like, I'm a smart wizard that's scaly and can fly. Like that's. I don't. Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh, a magic item wish list aside from fire immunity or resistance from a volcanic eruption, says Moody Xander.
Magic item of kill my enemies.
Kill your enemies, right?
Well, I didn't think I wanted an amulet that turned me into a giant crab.
But
You feel a little jealous?
I'm starting to see the advantages here.
Go get bitten by go walk into the sea, get bit by a were crab. Like crab thropy.
But he
well,
keeps
for
telling
all
me
you know, that's what Vernon is, you know?
I don't know if this counts as a magic item, but I guess my wish list is just adding upgrades to Sparks so that he becomes like a fucking tank. I want to add guns. I want to add like a poison tail. I want to maybe at some point he'll get wings. That sounds complicated
Yeah.
to do.
I don't know. We'll hash out a
Lasers.
whole list of stuff that you think Tim would research, and then we'll figure that out, and we'll see what you
I
can.
want Sparks
Mhm.
by the end of the campaign, wherever we end up. I want Sparks to basically be one of the Jaegers from Pacific Rim, but like if it was quadrupedal.
Right.
It just pulls out, a sword out of his side,
Yeah.
normal
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
First.
You're gonna
So
be
good.
disappointed. I still haven't seen Pacific Rim.
We're
need to
doing a movie night soon. Probably in
Okay.
Zoe's Discord, I imagine, and we'll force you to watch Pacific Rim because it's seminal.
Literally one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Nice.
So fucking good.
It
I can't
changed
wait.
everything.
Apparently, I just thought it was one of these throwaway action movies that gets made every summer, but apparently it's
No,
the
it's
most
pretty good.
influential movie in this group.
It's Guillermo del Toro, okay? You can't,
That's fair.
he doesn't make generic action movie.
Yes, Sam, that's the big
Except
robot
for
spider.
Blade 2. He did it one time.
Yep. All right, folks. Is there any more questions from the chat? I'm going to give you a last 5 minutes to get something into chat for questions. We'll call it like a lightning round. And anything from obviously you folks sitting here to each other or to me, like what the fuck, Jay? Why? That sort of thing.
Well, given that it is the 30th,
Yeah.
New Year's resolutions, or if you don't do like resolutions, like just I don't know, thoughts on the new year and change, growth, etc.
Question. I know I want to do more of what we're doing here. So if I pick up like another show or be in another show or something like that, like I'm learning Cyberpunk, so I can maybe run some of that or something. I want to do more of it because this, again, did not to get too mushy with everyone here, but this has been one of the best things that I've done in years, and I very much appreciate it. It's super fun.
Aw.
I enjoy it. I get to hang out with some people who have become my friends, and obviously, I will say it again because she's standing right here, like one of my best friends. Love you, Jinx. I'm glad to have you here on screen and playing games with me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say some people who have become my friends and
Some who have
others.
become my enemy.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been surprised if you
Mortal
said that.
enemies.
Just does not qualify which one.
There has to be an enemies to lovers arc somewhere in this, so if I have to make it happen with some of us, then I guess I'll have to declare some of you the enemies. We'll go from
Uh-oh.
there.
Well, I'm married, so there's no point in making an enemy of me.
Right.
I will say that my New Year's resolution this year is to do more gooshing.
Get started. It's a lot of
Yes.
days in the year.
My New Year's resolution is, and as I say it, a truck drives by that is blasting "This Year" by the Mountain Goats out the window so loud you can't hear what I say.
I think that I am going to try to actually like do something this year creatively, because most years I set out to do something creatively and then it doesn't actually happen. But I'm really gonna hit the ground running this year and try to make some new videos and stuff like that, or some videos.
yeah.
Period.
It's been too
You know,
long
I can
since
just
a Mega
do
Ron video.
anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
or, like, write
definitely. I also
something.
like. I'd love to do some more writing stuff too with
Yeah.
folks in general. But like doing those skits, super fun.
Mhm.
I have some ideas for like
Mhm.
for like a gimmick for TikTok, basically, that I'd like to run by some of y'all.
Absolutely.
Off screen, because we gotta keep that
Yeah,
on down
keep
low.
it rolling.
But,
Keep it rolling on the down low. We got more content.
Yeah.
It's gotta be quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Can't
Yeah.
let anybody get our trade secrets.
Mhm.
I think the only question from the chat here was, we got one for like if your characters had a wish spell, what would they wish for at this very moment? I think we've sort of been talking about that in general as we've been talking, I think. Just the character's wants specifically.
Mm.
Unless anything jumps out at you, folks.
I mean, I think
I think
Rathgurthers is
that-
pretty obvious. She
Wish
would
to be Rathgurther.
actually be Rathgurther.
Right, yeah.
Hmm.
And
I don't know if there's anything I could add for Vernon. I just, keep going back to I wish that there was that rubber ball that, conjures a hat whenever you think about it.
What?
yeah.
Oh, this was from like months and months and months ago, but I made like a throwaway comment about how like there would be like a rubber ball that you buy at a magic shop that just conjures a hat just on the person that holds it, just
Right.
whenever you think about the ball.
I don't
So-
remember this at all.
I
Oh,
don't either.
maybe I just made it up in my head.
Why do you want
It's-
infinite hats?
I don't
I was
know.
playing
It's just like
TF2.
something
It's very
something
mythic.
pointless. I
It's like that ring that
I
makes
did
more
come up
rings.
with a little. Yeah, I did come up with like a little tragic backstory behind it, but I don't want to reveal it too soon.
It's too soon. It's gotta be.
Vernon,
Gotta
I
be
don't want everyone
Vernon-
gets too sad.
Vernon's going bald. He has to hide a bald spot.
some male pattern,
He's
Some-
secretly
Yeah.
got a skullet like Hulk Hogan.
right? It's
Fantasy Tim Pool.
right. It's secret. You gotta get the beanie. You gotta get it going. It's a
Yeah.
crab-shaped beanie. Crab pattern
Oh,
bonus.
no.
It's
He's slowly morphing into a
Sorry.
amalgamation of all of the alt-right stuff. You got the
No.
Tim Pool going bald. You got the Jordan Peterson with the crustaceans. Oh God! You got the Elon Musk with the scams.
yeah,
The Twitter.
Yeah,
that's right.
he's going to buy a small blue bird and slowly destroy it.
Just man, Vernon, you
Is
gotta
Elon
stop
Musk our next
slowly
D&D
crushing
villain?
that bluebird in your palms. And he's like, "No, I don't want to.
I know.
Don't you love me yet?"
Just like,
Say you love my bird.
yeah.
This isn't just D&D; it's social
Will
commentary.
you pay me?
You get so
Will you pay
much
me
with what's left of
$8
us.
to not destroy this bird? What about $20? Oh wait, I think I went in reverse. But
Whenever Elon Musk is backwards, that's the big bad evil guy of this campaign.
yeah, somebody called Melon Husk.
That's it. No,
It's like the reverse of Elon Musk, like a very competent poor person.
Most of
Yeah.
the people I know.
Oof.
Okay, let's see here. What else do we got? I don't see anything else from the chat, so I think unless anyone has any specific questions left over, I think that'll be it for our New Year's
I have
episode.
one.
Yes.
Is it too late to plug the volcano with the giant cork?
I mean, you gotta get up there. You gotta get up there, right?
I mean, but is it too late?
I think you've also been hanging out with Rathgurther maybe a little too much. I think that cork idea is something that Rathgurther would likely agree with.
Bad influence.
We just have to throw it. If we can get like a trebuchet or something
Yeah.
to
Right. Well, you make catapults now, so.
I was
Well,
gonna
let's not get into
say,
this argument.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So is it a
Cast
catapult? Is it a
catapult at
trebuchet?
9th level.
they're very different kinds of
Yeah, one throws cats.
technologies.
People have very strong opinions about which piece of siege machinery is superior.
Oh. I thought you were just saying, like, are they the same thing? No, they're not the same.
No.
thing. I don't
No,
know
obviously
which one is better. Depends on your use case.
Oh,
Depends on how big
Let
the
us know
gonna
in the
get-
comments what you think.
Oh
Right.
boy.
Oh,
You know
yes,
what?
I caught
Leave
that.
a
We were-
comment. Fight in the comments. Drive that engagement.
If you
Yeah,
prefer
yeah.
trebuchets, give this video a like.
If
Yeah,
you prefer catapults, leave a comment.
that's right. Yeah.
No matter which side you're on, subscribe.
Yeah,
You're not
oh,
on
yeah,
either
yeah.
side.
And don't
Stop being fence-sitting coward.
Right. Listen, if you subscribe harder than the other guy, then you win. So subscribe
Yeah.
hard to this channel.
Smash that like button and hit the bell.
Just
See,
Yeah.
Jay, I think your problem is you're not a big enough shill. We gotta start
It's
doing
true.
this at the end of every session.
I've gotta.
That's
Yeah,
what the YouTubers do.
that's right. I've got to get some like heavy metal soundtrack to play in the background. I got to have explosions to go off. Yeah.
gotta
Smash
pay like
that
one of the Paul boys for a cameo.
button.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be it for this episode, everybody. Thank you all for watching us for a whole year. We very much appreciate it. We made it all here finally. And to my lovely wife who watches this but is not watching this today because it is her birthday and she's currently downstairs, I am about to go join you. She was very nice because she told me that if I didn't do this episode, she would murder me because she wants to see what happens. So to my wife who will get to this probably tomorrow, I love you. Thank you very much for spending 11
Happy
whole years
belated
with me,
birthday.
and I
Yes.
look forward to many more. Happy birthday, babe.
Aw.
All right,
Happy birthday,
everybody.
Rose! Happy belated
Happy
birthday!
birthday, Rose.
Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you next year. 2023 coming at you
I
hard.
guess it's probably this way
Like
because
and
I'm backwards.
subscribe.
Something like and subscribe. Bye.
Like and subscribe.